Welcome to this retro content from Throwback Thursdays, whether it's from NoDQ.com, the Jeff Meacham Network, Casa D18 Studios itself, a Simple Man's brand, or the J. Hebert Studios, and anything to do with FTW Productions. This will be the content re-aired right here on Throwback Thursdays that you could expect to see on the Casa channel. I know watching back some of our old content, whether it's the Open Mic Night intro where I'm laid on my bed, which I kind of cringe at, especially with this cool-ass setup now, or whether it's, just about anything to do with what we have done on FTW Productions, from a Simple Man's brand, from the J. Hebert Studios, to even some Insanity Works and Retro Wrestling Fortune 44 Incorporated stuff. There's some good stuff, there's some cringe stuff, and either way, I hope you guys enjoy that stuff coming up, and, even if you didn't enjoy it, I'll be along with you for the ride. Some of the stuff does not age well, like Jeff's content does. I know he has done a deep dive on his own content and cringed at his own self, but either way, I hope you enjoy it regardless. I know in some of these clips, I have a fondness to them. So with that being said, enjoy this Throwback Thursday, and until next time, we'll see you on the J. Hebert side.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
It's out of my hands, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hands. You can never take away the power of my soul.
Scan the QR codes to see what's upcoming for FTW Productions and what's available on demand right now. Button Master Stable Wars entire playlist. AEW Revolution Go Home Week, Dynamite and Rampage watch parties. Mistress Audio dramatic readings featuring voice actors from Weymouth Youth Wrestling. All Retro Wrestling Review Series videos on demand and upcoming. All WrestleMania themed retros available now on demand. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Let's Play series, WrestleMania 19 Revenge Mode Let's Play series, all of A Simple Man's Brand Simply Predicting panels, both episodes of The Don DeMarco Show, AEW Spark, WWE Aftershock, every show week by week, Indy Force Episode 26, available now on demand, Jeff Meacham Network, Backlash and Rebellion Watch-Along events, FTW Productions Watch Party for WrestleMania Go Home Raw, A Simple Take, WWE Simple Takes featuring Casa D18 Studios, Super Mario Bros. Z voice acting, Episode 3 coming soon, Breaking News, ATW View Impromptu, WYW Intro and Immortal Stream, Wrestling with Idiocy Episode 7, our favorite WrestleMania matches. Plugs have concluded. On to the video.
Casa D18 Studios, an affiliate of the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media, proudly presents this retro content from J. Hebert Studios. Today, it's kind of somber.
It's a very sad one.
It's mournful.
Very much so. We mentioned it on the last podcast before I believe we went to our second commercial break. But it is unfortunately official. Former WWE talent Shad Gaspard of Crime Time has been found dead on a California beach at the age of 39 after saving the life of his 10-year-old son.
Let's give a 10-bell salute real quick before we actually start off the episode proper. Alright, I'll cut here and we'll splice back in 3, 2. Alright. So, this podcast, to open up, I was going to talk about our favorite Shad memories, and general good things to say about Ben Gaspard or Shad Gaspard.
God, where do you start? I don't think anybody in WWE ever had a bad thing to say about him.
AEW too. They also joined in the morning. They actually used him by name, and by WWE title. And I'm hoping that WWE has the decency not to sue them because they were using a WWE likeness title. But I digress.
He was a big important figure, not just to WWE but to every major wrestling promotion. He was one half of probably one of the funnest tag teams to ever come out. In retrospect, I think the gimmick is fantastic even now, and I don't think it has too much of a bad taste in its mouth, like some people would say.
Yeah, it's weird because
it's obviously in its time frame of when it came out and how it was going to get popular for obvious reasons.
Like people will be quick to just judge WWE because here we go, another stereotypical gimmick, but it was a gimmick that they
made work.
It was a gimmick that they pitched to Vince.
But it was also the fact that they made it
really
work.
Wanted to do because they thought it would be funny because they used to do like stand-up routines as Shad and JTG, as fucking kids, and that's what it was. I don't know if it was exactly Shad and JTG, but they wanted to do that as their gimmicks, and
that's fine.
Hugely.
I mean,
I remember some of the funniest moments with Shad and JTG to this day. One of the best moments, honestly, from a pure entertainment standpoint, was one of the rare times where Cena looked cool in his later years is when he brought out Crime Time and had them destroy JBL's limo, and just how cool that was, and how like the crowd was like, when they were starting to smash every piece, the crowd would get louder and louder and louder. They were either laughing or cheering. It was started as laughter, and then it turned into cheers by the time they spray painted CTC, which was Crime Time and Cena. And that was supposed to be a faction, and a lot of people were really looking forward to that faction, and it just kind of never materialized because
would have been the new chain gang.
PG freaking happened like right after this. So it's like,
it would have been, as what Casey said, the one true chain gang that we would have enjoyed.
Yeah, 100%.
Chain gang is the clique.
Yeah, 100%. You could have probably added R-Truth later on as well, and that would have been like the proper stable and shit.
I'd have been all for that.
Yeah, 100%. That would have been.
Honestly, my most vivid memory of Shad Gaspard is just a simple back and forth line between him and JTG. They were referring to each other as Brooklyn's finest, dial tone G's. Yo, cause we off the hook.
Yes, I remember this. I remember this very well.
It was just before Eve popped up.
Yeah. Oh man, that's right. Hey, you know what? Speaking of memories with random third parties and how Shad specifically can make like anything funny. JTG is funny in his own right, but Shad especially. Does anybody remember Slam Master J?
Vaguely.
Oh God.
Oh, that was so funny, honestly. So for those who have not seen it, honestly, this is actually one of the pure actually funny and not actually, like, it was supposed to be cringy and it did its fucking job and it made people laugh moments. Because you got your actual gangster team in Shad and JTG. That's what they were. And then you had kind of this poser trying to fit in, and Jesse from Jesse and Festus turned Slam Master J. It was the best. Like, and it's really a shame, too, because, like, it's like, and this is what I hate sometimes, and this is I'll get off the negative, but I hated it because it's like, they gave us that payoff where I think Slam Master J actually won a match for them. And then they kind of like, you know what? You're a part of Crime Time now. And it was like, yo, this is such cool payoff. The next week, nothing. And I'm like,
why? Talking about is the WWE problem that they were having at the time, so.
And are still having.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Harp on it too much.
But Shad Gaspard,
that had mileage on it left, man. It really did.
But here's the whole thing with that. Shad and JTG not only were an act that, God, blew most tag teams that were veteran tag teams at the time out of the goddamn water.
Yeah.
But they were able to do it in such a way where you're sitting there going, I'm not bored of this.
Yeah,
and I'm super interested in why I'm not bored of this.
You want to know the sad part too? Their in-ring work.
Oh, they were fantastic.
Dude,
They were
it's
good.
sublime, man. It's sublime tag team wrestling. It's almost a shame because they, honest to God, should have been tag team champions once, and they never won the belts. Ever won the belts. That's what's infuriating to me. Like, and I think about it, like, if you look at the way Paul Heyman wanted to do ECW, I guarantee you could have gotten a stellar feud between, if they actually booked them in their proper ways, like, you could have gotten great triple threat tag matches between, Crime Time and the FBI and the Mexicools, which, I mean, because, and then who's the other guy that always fought with them? So you got the Mexico. Who did Tajiri fight with? He tagged with Kai and Tai for a period, right? Well, that would be the new Kai and Tai.
I believe the only guy I really remember Tajiri having any sort of team up with, and even then it wasn't really a team so much.
Right.
As a
Regal, right?
No, not Regal.
Oh.
Mikey Whipwreck.
Right, yeah, Mikey Whipwreck. Well, you still could have done tag team matches, even including Mikey Whipwreck, or you could have gotten talking.
Oh, absolutely.
Made the new
absolutely. Mikey Whipwreck is not a bad worker by any stretch.
You mean the greatest ECW underdog ever besides LSD?
This is what I could have seen happen, honestly, especially for the case of Paul Heyman. Like, he had a perfect tailor-made ECW gimmick in Prime Time. There's no doubt about it.
It's also the fact that they were not. You could tell, at least with how they were presenting themselves.
Right.
It wasn't a gimmick that they were sitting there going, "Yep, I come down to the ring every week and I do this."
Exactly. Yep.
And
There
that's
was passion behind it. They enjoyed what they were doing. You could tell they were enjoying what they were doing.
They didn't just enjoy it. They were having a fucking ball, dude.
And again, like, I could have seen them being the first WWE version of the ECW Tag Team Champions if that even fucking existed.
I don't think WWECW had tag team champions.
Yeah, no,
Not
that's
to
what
my
I'm
knowledge.
saying. That's why I'm saying if ECW was booked correctly, they're easy first candidate.
Easily.
That's what's
absolutely.
so frustrating to me. It's just like they should have won at least some pair of tag team goals.
They should have been some of the top talent of their time, which, I mean, they were to an extent. We cannot deny that factor, is that they were big talent. You couldn't walk.
Their finisher is still freaking used.
Wasted potential. The G9, right?
Yep, G9.
Yeah.
Still one of the best tag finishers to this day.
It looks phenomenal.
There's been variations of it to this day. Like
when done correctly, it looks phenomenal. Like, that's the whole thing with it. It looks great. It has enough power, impact. It looks good, and it's able to get not only it's a believable finisher because of how much velocity they're able to get with the hits.
And Shad was always the best out of like, he always kind of set up the move. He was always the strong man while JTG was the athletic guy. So he always did the flipping neck breaker.
Not to say that
Shad did the Samoan drop too.
Not to say that Shad couldn't go at couldn't go to the not to say that Shad couldn't go to the air in his own right.
Right.
But
in comparison.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, very much yeah, there's
a bunch of funny Shad moments though. I don't know if you could pinpoint it to just one. Nikos, do you have any fond memories of Shad?
All I remember is that he was just always the entertaining type of guy. Like, I really enjoyed his kicks to the head that he always delivered. I thought they were
when he was always cocky
powerful
about it too. Yeah,
he's just cocky about it. And I think the one thing that we didn't fully address is how he went heel for the first time.
Yeah, well, there's a reason. He hated it just as we did.
Yeah, I mean,
you can tell he did enjoy it. Like, he's one of those guys where if he's not enjoying something, you can tell. And
absolutely.
if he's enjoying something,
you can really fucking tell.
You can really tell, yeah. Like, he's having the time of his life. I remember, and I was watching, and it was heartbreaking to see, but I was watching a What Culture video with Adam Wilborn, like almost tearing up, because apparently Shad Gaspard was a friend of What Culture. He's a friend of a lot of like dirt sheet website. Like like most people would dismiss him, most wrestlers would dismiss him. He loved them. Like he loved all those guys. He treated them like almost like damn near family, and Adam especially, and the What Culture guys, because apparently he revealed he was working on a screenplay, and he revealed the whole thing to them, and they thought like, dude, this was gonna go big. Like, so Shad, on top of being a great character, you know, and coming up with great ideas, he was a phenomenal writer apparently for screenplays and movie writing, and like he wanted to do a lot, and he did do a lot. The only thing he was going to do that he's not able to do now is the screenplay that he wrote. I don't know if it's finished. I hope that if it's not, I hope JTG finishes it, and if he does, I hope it's live streamed for people to see.
Agreed.
Because I'd love to see that screenplay.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But let's be honest, boys. No matter what we say on here, we won't be able to bring this gentleman back. So let's at least say this now. Shad Gaspard, one half of Crime Time. This podcast tonight is for you, good sir.
Yep.
And we hope that we were able to match the amount of entertainment that you were able to deliver in the ring, the amount of care that you gave to people as a human being, and the amount of attention as you gave to the loved ones in your life.
Yeah, 100%. I think the best way to end this is
he wouldn't want us to keep. Honestly, we all know he had a little bit of an ego, but everybody kind of does. But let's be honest.
Yeah, the man was he was also very selfless, though.
Agreed.
And it showed at the very end of his life.
Yep. He would want us to pop a 40 for him.
Yep. I don't think we talked about it in the I don't think we talked about it in the last episode of how it went down, because I know it's probably a hot button issue, but I do want to bring it up because it shows the kind of guy that Shad always was. So we mentioned his, stint where, he stopped an armed robber.
Yeah.
When he was caught in the rip current, like right before his final moments, the lifeguards were there, right? They saw him.
Unfortunately, they only had enough room on the boat to only save one person.
They only had enough room for one guy. They basically straight up said, "We're gonna try to come back for you. We can't get both of you. Who do you want on the boat first?"
And Shad immediately take my son.
And Shad says, "Take my son. I'll be fine. Just come back for me when you're done."
Selfless to the end.
That was the guy.
Well, that's the goal of a human being is to make sure that your next generation will live on way after you're gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we can only hope that his family, who is in mourning at this moment, and will be in mourning for the next, in the foreseeable future.
For a very long time.
Yes, and it's obvious why. We hope that you will, we hope that the company, more than anything else, will provide something for you along
Not
the lines
just
of security.
but companies.
Yes.
A format of security, and we hope that you stay healthy in the near future.
Yes, and even if that doesn't happen, know that all of you are in the hearts and minds of the Indy Force from this day forward.
Yeah,
we're praying for you. We're thinking of you. Sending lots of good vibes your way, corny though that sounds. Clan Gaspard, we send you our love.
Yep. In closing, pop a 40, check your rollies, and remember a hero.
The following program contains strong language that is not suitable for young children. Viewer discretion is advised. In 2019, Michael X won the Wrestling Rundown Championship, taking the world by storm. But then, the virus attacked. These men promptly escaped from mental insanity by talking about the nerdiest shit on the internet, filmed in the Massachusetts underground. Today, still wanted by the people of YouTube, they survive as nerds, weebs, and dorks of fortune. If you have an obsession, if no one else can talk, and if you can subscribe to them, maybe you can hire the Indy Force. Keep it up, my nigga.
Indy Force! Assemble! That says, I love it when a plan comes together.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Indy Force podcast for nerds, weebs, and dorks of fortune. You got a twofer today, or this week rather, and we got the gang all here. The gang is all here. Oh no. Oh no.
Nikos.
Buy potato chips. They are good.
Nikos. I understand. Hold on. I understand we're in a time of crisis. That does not mean that your ass gets to go back to 1825 and pretend you don't know how a fucking bag works.
Dude, motherfucker acting like the Hoover vacuum.
This motherfucker looked like the vacuum from Teletubbies.
Fuck
Naughty Nikos.
How dare you
Dude,
compare
fuck-
me to Naughty Nunu?
Dude,
It's
fuck
upsetting
Hoover.
when I don't
We're
remember the
turning-
name and these two jackasses do.
Dude, fuck Hoover. We're turning this guy into a fucking Dyson.
With Dyson bats, you get extra. Suck.
So, let's start it
Excuse
off.
me, can I have a number of the suck?
Oh my god. I have to tell that story on this podcast one of these days, but I'll wait for it.
Let's
So, hey!
talk about
Suck
happy
has been
stuff
an obsession
now.
of mine for the past 17 years.
Let's talk about a happy thing. So this is pretty simple enough. It will be released at some point on my channel because I'm coming back to custom themes, although I won't say when. Because I want it to be in the right time, if you will. Because I still have one more school bullshit thing I gotta do, and I kind of want to focus my energy on that.
James,
honestly,
James, don't you
You're
know
not
what's
the only
about that
one.
time? But James, don't you know what's about that time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme? I'm gonna get mine, so get yours. I want to see sweat coming out your pores.
what?
Strictly hip hop. I ain't singing this. Bringing this to the entire nation. Black, white, red, brown. Feel the vibration. Come on, come on. Feel it, feel it. Feel the vibration. It's such a good vibration.
Wait, what?
I had to do that for
I
my
thought
old...
there was gonna be like a Will Smith joke in there, and then I'm just like, what the fuck is he on about?
No, it's we're the Funky Bunch. Don't worry about it.
Damn.
I'm Mikey Mike, and this is my Funky Bunch.
Anyway,
Better than being Marky Mark and his fucky bunch.
wow.
Yeah.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
I mean, don't be
Oh.
spoiled, shit.
See, Mike knows where I was going.
I fucking wrote it. Of course I know where this is going.
Okay, anyway, so let's get on with it. So Joyner Lucas made a song about Will Smith. So this is very wholesome. He basically likes Will Smith, and
he wanted to suck his big dick.
Jesus Christ! Well, when you put it that way,
he'd have to fight Jada Pinkett to the death for that, right?
He's got to fight Jaden Smith to get to that, right?
Jesus Christ!
So wait, who'd win in that fight, Jaden or?
I don't know, but can I ask you a question? Why does Jaden Smith on every single photo look like that he's really confused of what's going on in his life? In every fucking photo I've ever seen of that,
he probably is.
Swear to God, he looks like he's really confused, and I'm like, why are you so confused, Jaden?
It's because he got his childhood stolen just so he can go to China to film a movie while he's like, I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here. Years from now, there will be a virus, and I don't want to be here when that happens.
But hey, bright side is I got to meet Jackie Chan.
Hey, cool part is I was trained by Jackie Chan.
Wait, so you know who he reminds me of? It reminds me of that freaking the guy who was the black guy where they pan over to him after watching A Beautiful View, and he's just like, okay. That's what he looks like.
Hey, okay.
That's pretty accurate.
Anyway, it's not about Jaden Smith. It's Will Smith. So
yes,
Joyner made a song about Will Smith, and it was actually really well done. I'll actually link the video in the description because it's a very well done piece of music.
Wait a minute.
Wise,
you mean
it's
for
actually,
once
bars are
on
very
this
good
podcast we don't have to watch?
Oh no, because we'll get copyrighted to all hell. I'm sure it already happened in my remix one. By the time this goes up, but yeah, so definitely check it out. Obviously, I'll link two different versions. So actually I'll link three different versions because one's gonna be by yours truly at some point. I don't know when, but it will be there.
Never.
And for right now, there's two versions. There's the one that Joyner did, which was the whole music video, the whole deal, where he makes bars about Will's career, essentially Will Smith's career, and then it's got like two verses of it as well. Like the guy did his research too.
And
I imagine this fucking video had to take hours to do.
I wouldn't say, well, probably weeks to do, good sir, because you have to put in perspective that you have to have editation, you have to make sure everything makes sense, you got to make sure that you have the right copyright claims on things, or have the ability to have parody clause to cover your ass.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. But hey, to Joyner Lucas, Joyner? That's a weird one. Yeah. Joyner Lucas, at least he's not George Lucas, he doesn't have the crazy neck fat. We congratulate you for a goal that you set for yourself and actually going through with it.
Yeah, it's very different than typical rap songs.
And not only is it different from typical rap songs, and not only is it pretty much an entire retrospective on Will Smith's career, he had to shit himself when he found out Will actually wanted to perform on this track.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
I mean, listen. When the blowjob machine gives you a handshake, you got to shake it back.
God damn.
That's fair.
Anyway, Nikos, what were you gonna say? Nikos had a point.
No, I was just gonna say kudos to him, and you know what would be really cool for this?
Yeah.
Imagine if there would be like a reboot for Fresh Prince, and that would be the theme song, performed by Will.
Oh, well, I don't know if you can though. I don't know if you can because it was just going over Will's entire career, not just the Fresh Prince. If that makes sense.
Well, I mean, you could do a TV. I'm actually shocked that Will's never gotten the idea for this. Do a TV show where he talks about bits and pieces of the roles that he's
doing it on YouTube. He's doing it on YouTube now.
Okay, so there you go.
That's another thing. He's actually a YouTuber, believe it or not. I'll link his channel in the fucking description too, for those who don't know that.
When you're a movie star and you're bored.
YouTuber.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
Listen.
I guarantee you, he's like, you know what? This is kind of funny.
What
he's
the
probably
fuck?
Like looking at it like, I'm a part of the most disliked video. Well, I guess I gotta redeem myself in a new career path. And now he's a fucking YouTuber. Which is funny, because he's actually very good if you actually watch his videos. He actually does go over
I would rather subscribe to Jablinski Games.
he goes over Fresh Prince stuff. He goes over everything really in his life. He actually has a vlog where he meets Joyner Lucas. And what he doesn't reveal in that vlog, I don't think anyway, is he gets on the Will track and does a remix and does a whole rap to it. Which, by the way, it complements that song well. So I have it in the pipeline. It's going to be released. I actually meshed the two together. The Will song that Joyner did and then the remix, the verse that Will spit on the beat. And oh my god, the song complements each other so freaking well. Joyner's humble to Lucas, to Lucas. Now you got me fucking doing it. Joyner was humble to Will Smith. Will Smith was humble to Joyner in kind. And it's just great. It's three very nice verses. It would complement each other. I'm sure people are probably beating me to the punch when it comes to the actual remix of both. I just don't know if they did it like to where the audio sounds the same, because for whatever reason the audio for Will Smith's remix was a bit different than the one Joyner had, but
probably different studios.
Yeah, I bet you. Probably the fact that they had to re-record the hook and then and the whole COVID shit. I'm sure.
Hey, things happen, good sir. You know, I mean, the recording booth has never been an easy thing to maintain properly, especially when it comes to audio sounding. That's why if you listen to way back in the day, the old stuff, you will actually hear the fucking guy in the audio box going, "What are you doing, idiot?"
I'm not gonna lie, his old stuff was actually pretty good.
Yeah, his old stuff is very good.
Will Smith, absolutely.
That's the thing. It's like he actually showed that he got better too. Like he's actually still got the chops to, if he wanted to, he could actually come back and like do some freestyles.
Well, nobody ever said that he couldn't. It's just the fact that, you know, he's an actor now. You know what I mean? He's made most if not all of his money off of acting. So
here's the thing though, and that's another thing. I feel like he's gonna go the route that guys like KSI have gone in the opposite way, and that he'll probably, he's an actor, but now he's a YouTuber. That's obviously, like, he's full-on YouTuber now. And then he'll go back into music eventually, and then maybe he'll go back into, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll see him in a fucking celebrity boxing match in the same fucking token. You never know what this fucking...
Dude, when do we get IRL, like, celebrity death match?
I mean, it's kind of already happened. Just
no. I mean like celebrity. I mean like celebrity death match.
Mike, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Will Smith's Muhammad Ali versus Robert De Niro's
actual Muhammad Ali.
You know what would be? You know what? I was actually thinking about it, and this is a little off topic, but since I think we're probably actually.
I'm sorry. What fucking show are you on?
Yeah. Right. But I was thinking about it, right? So they're doing this whole YouTube boxing thing, and it's like blown up now. And I'm thinking
really
to myself,
blowing up, but
right,
to each their own.
No, it's making money. Like, it's making ridiculous. There's a reason why this own fucking came over them and fucking, signed the Logan Paul KSI fight for his fucking card. And made it the main event fucking crazily enough, by the way. I don't know how good that decision that was, but, if they're going to do this, if they're going to go all out with it, this is what I honestly think the card should be. So, obviously, we talked about the whole saga between Keem and H3H3, and I bring this up for a fucking reason, okay?
Have them fight it out.
Have them fight. KSI actually brought up a very valid fucking argument. I think this would actually help the platform more than harm it if those two were to actually get in the fucking ring.
Have them fight, but here's what you do. Each time that one of them misses a strike, somebody throws a cabbage in the ring.
Right.
Oh, my cabbages!
Now, and somebody on commentary has to go, oh, my cabbages, every single one that gets thrown. Which makes them have to be more accurate because they're getting beaned with cabbages the whole fight.
Right. So this
how long before it's just, oh my cabbage, oh my cabbage, oh my cabbage.
That means, dude, it's gonna get to that point where they're like, we don't want to miss a fucking blow at this point.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No, but for real, I think it would actually work. And you know what? I was against it. I'm like, do we really want to see them fight? And then I kept thinking about it. So everybody's kind of made their points on Keem. We did. And then we also made our points on H3H3. Well, I did, because we said we weren't going to mention this. I thought we weren't going to mention this again, but KSI did bring up a good point, where if those two fight, that could solve this bullshit beef. Because a lot of these times when you get these fucking... That's the one good thing YouTube boxing has done. A lot of these times where you have this stupid, senseless YouTube drama, there's like no end in sight, because they're too pussy to stand in the ring. If you put Ethan Klein and Daniel Keene in the ring, there's no bullshit keyboards. There's none of that. There's no going after sponsors. It's just mano a mano, man to man. They have to punch the shit out of each other.
Well, here comes the question. Here comes the question. Are they in at least the same format of a weight category slash?
I believe so, yes.
Hold on, slash. Are they amongst at least close enough in age for it to work? The reason why I'm saying that is because
Keemstar has gotten in shape. I know for a fact he's gotten in shape. Ethan Klein is definitely not in shape, but I think with the right trainer, he probably could get in shape. It depends on what he does. If I'm him, I'm going straight to Fidel O'Reilly. Because what he was able to do with fucking with KSI was ridiculous. Because there's no way that guy should have been as successful.
I would disagree, just based upon where he's located. If he's trying to find a local fighter, which I believe is from New York City.
Here's the thing. If they're gonna do this, I don't know if it's gonna be in the U.S. or UK, but I'm thinking
they should do it in the U.S. because boxing's way more popular over here than it is.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say.
Way more popular.
It's not gonna be the only match.
No,
I'm thinking in my head you're gonna have like a super card, and I mentioned in the last podcast that when Tyson said he was gonna come back and make his pro return, that boxing kind of needs all companies to work together here. And I think that was evident with the whole YouTube boxing scene merging with the DAZN boxing scene, because they needed that desperately. Like, that was the one thing that helped boxing to a degree get back into popular eye. So if you can do this, and you can merge all the companies, you actually get all the companies to work on together, like Showtime and DAZN, and then the YouTube boxing scene, and like you put them all together and make like one big super card. These are your three headliners: Ethan Klein and Daniel Keem, KSI Jake Paul,
Part 2,
Tyson Fury and Iron fucking Mike Tyson.
Here's the
main event.
Here's the problem: is Tyson Fury a heavyweight?
Yes, he's a heavyweight, and I believe
because I know Mike Tyson's a heavyweight.
Mike Tyson's a heavyweight, and Tyson Fury is also heavyweight. He's actually the heavyweight champion, I believe, of the world right now, and I believe the DAZN side.
Okay. The reason why is because I don't know too much about him. I don't know that much about him for the fact that I haven't really gotten back into the boxing scene in about 5 years.
I've seen Tyson Fury. I've seen Tyson Fury. He's a fucking beast. Like, say what you want to about his WWE stint. Like, firmly understand that. But if you actually just don't pay attention to that shit, and not to mention, he didn't actually do terrible in his matches. By the way, I want to point out he actually didn't do terrible in them. But there's more about his boxing thing. If you see his boxing, holy shit, there's a reason he's heavyweight champion. Like, honestly, he's Tyson Fury. Tyson versus Tyson. You're telling me the new generation Tyson versus the old generation Tyson. You're telling me that's not going to sell? The Gypsy King versus the baddest man on the planet. Like, that shit writes itself.
No.
The old man coming back for one last championship. The new guy is like, hey, you know what? You're out of touch. You should have stepped down, and now I'm going to rock your world, and now I'm going to be the newest bad man on the planet. It's there, man.
But here's the difference.
Sell the fuck out of this.
Sorry. Here's the difference. Here's the big difference. Tyson doesn't need to talk.
100%.
Tyson
He just shows up and that's it.
No, but when he does talk, he's definitely going to be a lot more humble. I guarantee you.
He better, and I'm going to say this right now. If he ever was to appear, hypothetically,
Right.
in your hypothetical boxing idea,
Right. Well, they said he is returning.
He absolutely needs to come out
and go the fuck in.
Well, no, I'm not even going to go that front. I'm saying it more in this perspective. He needs to come out to Intro by DMX.
100% it's going to happen.
So, differentiation between him when he was in his prime to him now.
Yeah, and here's another thing I want to point out. I know this sounds crazy, but you're going to want like a major team as well if you're actually going to go about this as well. The first thing I would recommend is obviously everybody's like Jim Buffer. Yeah, you had your moment with Jim Buffer. Bruce Buffer is who you want. You want the better Buffer first.
Well, Michael Buffer is also very good, but he's the boxing guy to begin with.
He's also a dick.
He is a dick.
He's a dick. That's why I'm saying just go with Bruce Buffer.
He is a dick, but he's a dick because of the fact that when you have a catchphrase that's as iconic as it is.
No, I get it, but still. Yeah, so does fucking Bruce Buffer, and you don't see him fucking copyright striking people. We haven't got copyright striking yet.
Yeah, but that's because Michael Buffer only has that one thing.
Still.
Bruce Buffer has a whole fucking show and a half.
He has he puts a shit ton of energy.
As I was saying, so you're gonna want Bruce Buffer. You're gonna want as crazy as this sounds, you're gonna want KSI as the booker because he's actually done. I don't know how he did it, but he did a booking somehow where he actually got an entire crowd to stay from the opening. A majority of the crowd, mind you, to stay from the opening fucking match to the end. Okay, that's unheard of in this sport. I'm telling you that right now.
It's not. It's not unheard of.
Not in this day and age. Absolutely,
in this day and age, yes. But we're talking about in general. The way boxing should be
happened, but we're talking
the way boxing should be booked. And I'll put it like this: is based upon what is the most popular fight going on at the time.
Well, also maintaining the skill set.
Yes. Yep. I think the problem came in is when, honestly, and I'll call it as it is, the Mayweather time period of him coming in and just annihilating ruined it because of the fact that who the fuck's going to beat him, and he just left without fucking actually having anybody beat him.
I'm still convinced Conor McGregor could have beaten him if he actually fucking trained in his stamina.
No, here's the difference.
Or if he would have just stopped hitting him in the back of the head.
Yeah, that too.
McGregor was never going to beat him in a boxing match. An MMA fighter cannot beat a boxer in a boxing match. A boxer cannot beat an MMA fighter in an MMA fucking match.
I don't know, man.
They are masters.
I think if he got a better, I think if he got a better stamina coach, Conor could have pulled it off. I really do.
No, here's the reason.
That was the problem. He was gassed. You can't tell me there was any other problem. Like, he was gassed halfway through that fight.
James, if you don't mind, let me just put it like this. A MMA fighter is trained to last 5 minutes in at least 3 round sprints.
Right.
Max of 5.
Max of 5. Boxing matches go for 5 the first fucking round till the 12th round.
Right. I think they went 6, right? Or 7. And then
they went through. Yeah, they went 7.
They went 7 rounds, but eventually he got his ass knocked clean the fuck out because of the fact he was fighting.
Right. Now here's my biggest question.
Go.
You're putting Tyson Fury versus Mike Tyson as the main event.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly understandable and an absolute the right way to book it. I would absolutely do that.
Is Fury's title on the line?
Fury's title is absolutely.
No, that's not my question, Mike.
Oh, really? That's where I was going to go right ahead.
Well, I mean, it's a good question to ask, but no, that's not where I wanted to go. Is anybody else going to care about anything else on the card if they know
that's why
Mike
you place
Tyson?
them early?
Well, that's why you do it early. You don't announce the fight until way later. Like, first off, you're gonna want the first fight. You're gonna want to announce, okay? And I'm dead ass about this. You're gonna want to announce the Keeman H Street fight first.
By the way, how do we go from here from the fucking Will Smith thing? I don't know.
I think it was like on the subject of boxing for some reason. That's how we went to it. But I'm sure I'll find out when I edit it and post. But then once you promote that, then you're gonna want to say, hey, Jake Paul and KSI is gonna be on this card, which has been a fight that has been hyped for a while now.
Yeah, but it's been a fucking fight that ended in bullshit instead of going one more round.
Yeah, but no, that was Logan. Logan he beat. Logan he beat in the recent fight. This is him and Jake now, and he can't stand Jake. I genuinely think KSI hates Jake Paul. So a lot of people hate Jake Paul. So they're gonna want to see him get his fucking block knocked off.
Unless you're Casey and you don't give two shits because of the fact you don't swallow this at all.
Well, actually,
which I don't blame him because of the fact that it's fucking. Some of this is like dumbass shit.
You don't have to give a shit, but if you hear the stuff that Jake Paul does, and you're just like, what's the worst KSI has done? He's like, he was an idiot back when he was a kid and did dumb shit with women, thinking he was being funny, and he's like, yeah. I hope he knocks his fucking lights.
Let me make the counter to the argument as somebody who generally, when the first fight happened, I went, oh, okay. And then the second one happened, and I went, wait, okay, rematch, that's fine. And if they ever do a third...
The rematch, and this is why I think this one failed, was the structuring of the card for DAZN's event was all sorts of fucked.
But like, let's put it like this. So that way we can get on to the next topic and we're not harping on something that wasn't even in the fucking list.
Right. I figured we'd bring it up because I don't think we're even going to go out.
We're never gonna talk about it outside of this anyway. Let's be honest, because let's be 100%. Only one of us in this group actually gives two shits about that bullshit YouTube beef.
About any of these people, save maybe Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
What about Tyson Fury?
Don't know too much.
A good fighter, but
don't know too much about him, honestly.
Neither do I.
Here's the differentiation. You have local YouTuber who does dumb shit, local YouTuber who does dumb shit, local YouTuber who does dumb shit, and YouTuber who does dumb shit.
Right. So this is where you got to balance that out. Is what I'm saying.
No. You're not getting it, James. As soon as you book Tyson in the card, nothing else matters.
Well, of course not.
It's Mike fucking Tyson. He is the most legendary boxer in history. There is a reason why he was called the Knockout King, fucking the baddest man on the planet.
Right.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Right. I'm just pointing it out there. That you're first up, boxing needs it. Boxing needs Tyson as much as Tyson needs redemption, right? And
Tyson doesn't need redemption.
Well, he doesn't need redemption.
Tyson's already accomplished. He doesn't really need.
He wants to come back because he felt like his last run kind of ended bad.
Yeah, because he fucking bit off Holyfield's ear.
So he wants to kind of redeem that.
And that was 20 years ago.
So
20 plus years ago.
Right. But he still wants to do it. He wants
and that's fine. And he can do that.
And what better way to come back against Tyson Fury, rather. And you're going to want to, again, if you book the other cards first and then you book a bunch of prelim fights, which is like a mix of actual fights from the, WBC side and the DAZN side, and then you also mix it in with the YouTube side, like that's gonna bring some people in.
No.
Whether you want to admit it or not, like it does gain views, it gains revenue. Like, and that, at this point, boxing needs to kind of be collaborating here. They can't just do what they're fucking doing and just be like, let's have separate companies. It ain't pro wrestling. Pro wrestling could thrive that way. Boxing right now is declining that way.
Not really. I mean, boxing's always been a pastime. Let's be 100% honest. Boxing's one of those things.
Now with the UFC involved.
Not really.
UFC and football and all the other fucking sports in there.
Yeah, but football. Okay, James. Let me put this in perspective. You're talking about the NFL. In America,
straight up
it's bigger than
statistics.
NASCAR.
I'm talking straight statistics. I'm not talking about what you see in your inner circle, what I see in my inner circle. Like I'm talking straight statistics.
I know, and I'm not disagreeing with the statistics. I'm disagreeing on the format of the statistics. Let me put it like this. By the time the NFL was reaching its peak, or getting up to its peak,
right?
Here's the major differentiation. The biggest guy back, let's see, when was Ali fucking boxing? That would have been the 70s?
Something like that.
Would have been Zonker.
Around that time.
Would have been Zonker as the fucking quarterback for the Dolphins, being one of the greatest fucking QBs in history.
Right.
The major differentiation is, or was he a linebacker? There's one of the two. The major differentiation is we're talking about two separate things that cannot be comparable for the simplistic fact of one is a sport that can be placed on this high pedestal,
right?
And one is a sport which relatively has never been on a high. Boxing's never been on the high thing, ever. It's never been the big hot commodity. Maybe back in the 50s, maybe some part of the 60s into the 70s. But other than that, it's been kind of like this for a long time.
I don't know about that, bro. For you, maybe, but statistics, again, are going to say show otherwise. And I don't even like football, and I'm admitting that. So
no, I'm just saying in general, as I've said, boxing's always going to be here in a line. Whether it goes up or down, the line still exists of how popular boxing's going to get.
Right.
Whether you want to throw 50 billion fucking YouTubers that have stupid fucking online beefs about shit that nobody cares about at the end of the physical day.
Hey, at the end of the day, people will watch, and I'm just pointing out that if you do that,
they probably will.
At least it will stop the fucking. Let me go after your sponsors, and let me go after the fucking sponsors, because yeah, that's really working off the fucking platform. You fucking morons.
I mean,
I blame Team on that more than anybody else.
But here's the difference. Here's the one thing I can say, not difference. Here's the thing I can say. I was talking about that years ago.
Right.
Dude, let's just have all these fucking dumbass YouTubers getting. Hey, Nikos, I remember having a conversation with you at fucking lunch about that one day.
And they did.
So when are we gonna have like celebrity fucking like boxing matches where we're gonna just have here comes Renee Zellweger and she's going up to Scarlett Johansson because they have some shitty fucking Twitter beef.
Yeah.
You know what?
I vaguely remember that conversation though.
Yeah, well, I remember dumb shit, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what fight YouTube was though? I'd be interested in singing. Does anybody know TGF, bro?
Nope.
Oh, never mind.
No.
I won't even mention it here. I'll tell you guys off here. The last bit I want to talk about that is Ethan Payne. Does anybody know Ethan Payne?
Nope.
Benzinga? Nobody knows the laughing man and the Sidemen?
Nope. Dude, nobody watches the Sidemen here except for you.
Okay.
You need to remember that one.
What I highly recommend is look up Bazinga commentary for the KSI Logan fight.
I would rather kill myself.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because when I heard him, it was very on par with how Amaro would commentate. Honestly, just the difference is it would be in a color role. And if they do this fucking custom card or whatever, I think the three guys that you're going to want on your booth are Morrow as the play-by-play guy. Mauro Ranallo is fucking great at all combat sports situations. He just is. No doubt. No question about that in this room.
Except it's really expensive.
Oh, 100%, but they could do it if they fucking do what I recommend here. And then to balance out the rest of it, you have him, and then you have another, and then you have Joe Rogan, because he's a fucking fan of boxing, and a lot of people don't know that. And then you also have Bazinga, or Ethan Payne. I think he'd hold his own with those guys. And Joe Rogan, and that's why I bring up his name. If anybody hasn't, I'll even link his fucking commentary in the description. It's that fucking good. He was so professional right up until KSI got fucking announced the winner, and then he just fucking was overjoyed with excitement. But he was professional as fuck. He knew what the fuck he was talking about. a lot of people in that position, and especially in this sport, have no idea what the fuck they're going. When I'm saying that this guy is like on par with a Joe Rogan or a Morrow, I don't think he'll ever be as good as them, but he definitely could hold his own if you put him in the booth with those two. I'm just saying.
But James, at some point you have to realize, why the fuck should we care about any of this?
I care because I like Ethan as a comic.
And that's fine. And you can like Ethan.
I was very shocked. I only know him as the laugh track.
But let me put it like this, James.
But
you're asking three people and the internet that is on your side of the spectrum.
Right.
Your side
of things.
Your side of things. Your side
If you will.
on this. To give two fucking shits about a UK
about what amounts
YouTuber.
About what amounts to YouTube
I don't want
drama.
to hear it, Mr. Indivisible for the Nintendo Switch. That I had no idea what the fuck it was.
Yeah,
okay?
and you didn't have to, but I wanted to announce a game. Here's the difference. I announced something that was real and not some gay fake bullshit that I came up with because I really want to see fucking fantasy boxing.
Well, no, I'm
Yes, you do. Listen, you just want to be able to sit there and go,
yes, I can make them all fight for me now. I'm the booker.
No, I'm not the booker.
Be honest.
Well,
you really want to see people punch each other in the face.
Yeah, 100%. But that's just
there. You go. Don't clap around the fucking nonsense. Just be honest.
But also, how is it going to benefit the whole thing? Like, how is it going to benefit the industry? By
the way, the reason why I said Indivisible is coming for the Switch is the fact of it's like one of the first times of independent game that's been primarily on PC.
And that's entirely fair, but for you to tell me, because that's Ethan Payne not getting me giving Ethan Payne credit, it just no one gives a shit.
No, I said
I'm just pointing that out there. That's all I'm saying.
No, good sir. Hear me out. I said, and you're taking my words out of context.
Again,
I said specifically that. And I'll look at the camera when I say this, so that way there's no break of conversation.
Okay?
Yeah. I said specifically, nobody gives a shit about YouTubers fighting. Except for you and maybe me. At the end of the day. Because I don't care. I'll throw $1 in the street and watch two ants fight.
I'm not just talking about YouTubers. I mentioned Mike Tyson and Tyson.
Yeah, you mentioned one fucking boxer you actually know.
No, it's not just one boxer I know.
The one boxer you actually fucking know.
All right, you know what? This is what we'll do.
Go to the next topic.
Not now. Not probably a month. Bet me right now. We work on a card doing what I fucking recommend, and let's see if we can actually make a fucking card. With that as the main event, and then your two other headline matches, and then we'll fill in the card from there.
I got a better idea. How about you pour that energy into WIW, you stupid cuck?
Yeah.
Well,
company that cares about the fans and not what.
You're skipping topics. Actually, no, that's not even on this list. I forgot it's on the next list.
Dude, we are the Indy Force. We don't follow topics.
Hey, what more by the way, for the record, what can we do when we're in lockdown still?
You do have about 3 months of stuff recorded.
Well, yes, but that's stuff I can do on my own. I'm talking about, like, footage and shit. But anyway, I digress.
Put on a mask and climb out your window? I mean, what?
Come through your window, snatch your people's up.
Now we will go on to Firefest.
So if you don't know what Firefest is, it's the greatest fuck up in history. It is. It's the greatest fuck up ever.
Yeah.
I'll break it down, and I'm going to take a 45-minute documentary and try to break it down in 3 minutes. Somebody time me.
Okay.
2 seconds.
All right, hang on. I have to draw a new battery for this. Okay, go.
Mike, 3, 2, 1, go.
James, did you start? I didn't even hear you because Casey had to talk at the same time.
Okay, hang on.
Restart the timer so that way I fucking get home.
Set. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So pretty much Firefest was going to be, hey, what if we decided to take our good old classic American fucking concert idea and bring it out into a goddamn island that we don't have the rights to. Oh, so what you're saying is Woodstock in the tropics? That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's do it. Here's what happened. A bunch of kids got tickets. They got to the island. They realized the hotel, lie. Food, lie. Bathrooms, porta potties. Their hotel rooms, fucking tents. And water, almost nowhere to be found on an island surrounded by fucking water. Here's what happened. Kids started going starving. We were expecting fires, which did happen.
Yep.
They started going nuts, throwing shit around, stealing shit from one another. Turns out that the people that were supposed to show up never showed up because they realized how bad for their career that was going to be. At the end of the day, turns out that maybe somebody would have had to suck a dick to get water. We don't know if that's 100% true, but hey, I like the idea. Leading all the way up to a point where you have a bunch of 18 to 27-year-olds trapped on an island without electricity, functioning water, and bathrooms that are overflowing.
Great.
Put a pause on that timeline. Kendall Jenner.
1933.
Put a pause on that for just a second.
Yeah.
Continue. Kendall Jenner, the daughter of famous fucking runner Caitlyn Jenner, is being sued for $90,000 because of the Firefest lawsuit. What is this?
Yep, and which leads to Nikos. If you could read this.
And we're going.
Sure thing. This article, Kendall Jenner ordered to pay $90,000 for a Fire Festival lawsuit, posted by McKenna Aiello on Wednesday on the E! News website, has Kendall Jenner will pay $90,000 to settle a lawsuit stemming from her involvement in the Fire Festival scandal. According to documents obtained by E! News, the supermodel agreed to pay just a fraction of the $275,000 that the event's trustee claims she was paid to promote Fire Festival on social media in 2017. However, in August 2019, trustee Gregory Messer filed a complaint in New York's U.S. bankruptcy court to seek the recovery of money paid to talent agencies, performers, vendors, and other entities involved in the marketing and failed execution of Fire Festival. Kendall was among a group of celebrities that included Emily Ratajkowski, Migos, Pusha T, Blink-182, and Lil Yachty were all...
Or as we like to call them on this podcast, fucking forgettable. Continue. Mm-hmm. Except for Lil Yachty, who's good shit.
I don't know about Blink-182. I kind of enjoy them, but...
Okay, let me put it like this. Name the last time they were relevant.
2002.
Yeah. At least Lil Yachty had a CSGO fucking event where he gave most of the money to charity.
Yeah.
Good on him.
It
still sucks.
You know.
Oh, yeah. But to each their own.
A since-deleted post shared to Kendall's Instagram was captioned, according to court documents, quote-unquote, "So hyped to announce my GOOD music family as the first headliners at Fire Festival. Use my promo code KJohnFire for the next 24 hours to get on the list for the artists and talents after party on Fire K." The lawsuit accused Kendall of, quote-unquote, unintentionally leading certain members of the public and ticket purchasers to believe Kanye West, who founded the Good music label, was set to perform at the event. This conduct demonstrates a clear lack of good faith on Jenner's part, the suit stated. Kendall also received a warning from the Federal Trade Commission for not clearly stating she was paid for the post.
So,
keeping up... Oh, go ahead.
So, what do we learn from today, folks? Do not post things on social media if you can't back it up with the cold hard cash from your daddy's pocket. Sorry, your mom's pocket. Your dad... Mom? Fuck. This is where shit gets awkward.
Your dom. Your
dom's pocket.
And on that note, on to commercial break, everybody.
Dude, are we honest to God shocked? We actually have one more topic before commercial.
We do have one more topic.
Do we honestly do we find any surprise that a fucking member of the quote-unquote Kardashian family doesn't give a fuck and didn't fucking do the right thing.
Oh, no.
No, we're not shocked.
really
I just
don't
wanted to
care.
put that out there that this lawsuit is still continuing, and the fact that she lost $90,000 of her papa's money. Her papa's fucking, I'm on mini wheats
Right.
money.
Mhm.
This is the white guy. This is the white guy that was beating African Americans at track and field. What the fuck?
Yeah, now he can no longer beat his meat in track and field because of the fact he got that shit chopped off.
Yeah.
Yep. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star.
Now we have to slam his clam.
Just continue, Nico.
Clam slam.
Welcome, boys. You're welcome, boys. That's
me.
That's getting clipped.
That's an Indy Force quotable right there.
Yep.
Hey, you can listen.
Beth
You can.
Phoenix, don't
you can do
have
it.
us, please.
Somebody tweet that,
All right,
please.
for the love of God, let Nikos read. Jesus Christ.
The star addressed her involvement in a 2019 New York Times interview, sharing, "quote unquote," "you get reached out to by people too, whether it be to promote or help or whatever, and you never know how these things are going to turn out. Sometimes it's a risk. I definitely do as much research as I can, but sometimes there isn't much research you can do because it's a starting brand and you kind of have to have faith in it and hope it will work out the way people say it will," Kendall added.
Except the problem came in is that it failed within the first 2.5 hours
of being announced.
Yep.
because of the simplistic
This is why
factor
you
of-
always have to do your research.
No, not just do your fucking research. This is why you don't market a huge event and ticket prices that are crazy big for no fucking reason. And by the way, I know like a good chunk of us were like, ha, fucking rich, spoiled ass kids, stuck on an island, Lord of the Flies. At the end of the day, actually most of them weren't. They were kids that got lucky spending not that much money and getting on the tickets and then getting stuck on a fucking island for about a week, eating cheese sandwiches and trying to drink water from the goddamn beach because there is none.
It kind of reminded me of Gabriel Iglesias' time while filming Magic Mike.
Well, they were trapped
Yeah.
on. But that's the whole thing. They were stuck on an island for only a couple hours. These kids were stuck on an island for a week. Like, I know, listen, I know that we're not trying to get into the depressing bit of the
It's not a nice situation at all.
I know that we're not trying to get back into the depressing bit of any topic, but it's the fact that at the end of the day, these motherfuckers knew what was going to happen and still went, hey, we have their money. We can't refund it. Fuck it. We'll have the thing anyway. We'll pocket the cash and see what happens.
That's the stupidest part about it. Is like they didn't give a fuck and they still just decided to take the money and run.
You announce it and say, listen, we're going to have to cancel. Well, why are we going to have to cancel? We do not have the funds at this current time to make sure this is going to go exactly as it needs to, or it's not going to go to plan exactly as it should. So I'll say it like this, and this will be the last bit before we go on to our next topic here. Boys and girls of all ages, ladies and gentlemen, folks at home, if you hear somebody say, I went to the Fire Festival and I regret it, do yourself a favor. Look up the Internet Historian video about Fire Festival. He does it in about, I want to say, maybe 15 to 30 minutes, and it will save you so much time researching the topic fully. But I would recommend never doing something like this. This was just
again.
Dumb fucking idea that was never
dead on arrival.
You know what's a very good thing that Dana White, looking at this in hindsight, didn't buy his island to do the fights.
Oh no, that's still a great idea. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not.
No.
Not if you do it like these fucking people did it. It's a bad idea.
No, it's a stupid idea anyway. But if you want to go, listen. If he shows up on stage, let's put it like this: you have the fighters doing their fight poses, and he's sitting in a chair with the fucking Fu Manchu, a silver Fu Manchu and a wig going, yes, you will fight for the amusement of Earthrealm. And everybody's sitting there going, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Fight for the amusement of Zuffa Inc.
This is no longer UFC. This is Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god, you just see fucking Conor McGregor get his head ripped completely from his spinal column.
By chuckling down. By Chuck Liddell?
No, yeah, because he's the Iceman. He dresses up like Sub-Zero.
But hey,
Yes!
look,
See,
look.
you're getting it!
at the end of the day, it's still probably at the end of the day is a very shit idea. Speaking of shit ideas,
Allow me, good sir.
Who else? It seems Fire Festival is not the only one at it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about this we talked about this probably a couple weeks ago.
We're gonna zoom in on the disappointment of Mike Nikos' face real quick.
So, let's put it like this. GameStop, and I'm only going to be quoting an individual here because I do not want to release her name out to the public, for she was working at GameStop up to about a week ago.
Oh, why? Why did they actually release her name or some shit like an idiot?
No. She not only quit her job, she quit her job in such a way that she can never come back to that store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she really didn't like working there to begin with, and it was just.
Dude, honestly, is that really a fucking bad idea? Is that really a fucking bad?
She was also a manager, and I'm not going to give away what store she worked at.
Yeah. You're right.
So here's what happened. About 2 weeks ago, she was given information from the company of we need to push sales on our games to a massive audience. So here's what we're going to be doing. We want everybody to show up to work full fit with face mask, gloves, and backup face mask in case if something happens. And then we want you to bring sanitizer, tissues, and stuff from home.
You're right. So here's the short of it. Long story short, they didn't have those supplies in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of dropped the ball on trying to keep the stores clean because they didn't really give a shit about keeping the stores clean. They just wanted the money, and they just wanted to say that so that way they can cover their ass, even though they didn't have the products to clean the fucking stores properly.
So, what did we learn today, folks? If you're
Don't
going
be
to
an
lie, don't do this.
Yes.
So, this is what needs to be said. Our good friend here has some confirmation, and I'll read it because I do have it on my phone. And I'm going to read it word for word, so if there is some language and you happen to have a child in the room, I would like to apologize. But hey, it's the fucking Indy Force, so you should expect this.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Shouldn't have your children watch this.
Yes.
If you do, you're a fucking terrible parent.
Alright, you ready? Here we go. Can't believe these motherfucking suits decided to start having me coming to work today even though I have a cold. They think that I have COVID-19, I have a cold. They're threatening to fire my ass, yet I have done nothing wrong. Can't believe that these suit-wearing motherfucking goddamn gypsy motherfuckers are trying to fire me from my goddamn store that I've worked at for the past 5 years. I swear to God, I'll burn this motherfucker to the ground. Hopefully COVID-19 will clean the place fully.
Shots
and on that
fired.
I'm not done.
Freaking machine gun going off, dude. Holy crap.
I'm not done.
Oh my God.
Because she hasn't used any periods or anything like that, so I'm just reading it as it is.
That's amazing.
Can't believe this motherfucking shit. They decided not to give me overtime. I can't believe this fucking nonsense. There's no goddamn overtime in my motherfucking bank account. I swear to God, I will burn the son of a bitch to the ground. I.e., I will go straight to the goddamn headquarters or whatever the fuck place of goddamn retardville that they happen to live in. I swear to God, I will burn their offices right to the motherfucking ground. Don't even come at me with this gay-ass honky fucking nonsense bullshit. I swear to God, I will burn these suits motherfuckers into the goddamn ground. I'll piss on their graves and tell their children that they were a disappointment.
Somebody's getting fucked.
I have one last bit to this.
Yeah.
Mike, I got a question for you. I reply with, oh God, what's the question? She goes, you ever play God of War? Because I feel like I'm ready to take an axe to this goddamn fucking place. I'm going to burn this son of a bitch right to the ground. I swear to God, it's going to be like hella coming up in here. They better not be fucking with me. My paycheck better be coming in this week. Firing.
Wait. Hold on. This person messaged you directly?
Yes. I can't give names.
Yo, you gotta give me the name after we go off air.
Absolutely. Not a problem.
Bro. Dude, you want to talk about... Hey, H3, take note. This is how you do a content nuke. Jesus.
I'm not done.
Oh.
Fucking dumbass little baby.
This fucking man is ready.
I'm almost done. Fucking baby had to come in today. 14-year-old decided to start coughing on an object, so I just spent about 45 minutes trying to clean the goddamn shelves so that way these fucking suits can make their goddamn shitty little bank numbers. Can't believe this sponsored garbage is still getting sold out today. Can't believe how much fucking nonsense I have to deal with this week. And I swear to God, I'm going to just quit. I'm going to quit today. And I just replied, quit right now. I swear to God, do it. Fucking do it. I swear to God, you better fucking do it. You don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Do it. She goes, you know what? Fine. Won't be a pussy ass bitch. I'll decide to do it right now. Give me 4 seconds. She goes, I decided to run into the store, go behind the counter, grab every single game that was inside the shelf, and throw that son of a bitch across the goddamn room and tell everybody 3 games for sale.
Yo, you know what? Approved. Indy Force approved. Get that fucking stamp of approval up there. Done. Jesus. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said at that point.
By the way, she grabbed the PS4 and Xbox One drawer.
Good. You know, nice. We're just going to end there. I don't think we need to comment. We'll be right back after commercial break. When we come back, we'll be talking about a bunch of video games coming out, and that will be the second half, or the second hour. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yay! What the fuck was that?
But then he ended up joining WCW and the Alliance. Because when people think WCW, they think of the guy that basically helped WWF win the war, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Eric Bischoff, Uncle Bischoff, doesn't like his nephew Eugene. And we got Coach in Ohio, sporting Michigan colors, you fucker. That pissed me off.
Don't even get me started on Tony Storm crying. Oh, she cried. And the glass shatters. He opens the door. And off we go. Brawl ensues. They go all the way towards the Dipping Dots section where Cody dumps his Jericho's head in the Dipping Dots.
Next was Best Friends getting interviewed. And
somewhere Jim Cornette had a conniption fit. I got a ticket! I got a ticket!
Get out of here!
You don't mess
with
me!
Out of here!
I have a ticket!
And literally, security and the police escort the Nightmare family off the premises.
MJF says, how you looking now, midlife, Chris?
To get by, cause I keep ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me.
A table from hell with the Psycho Asylum. An Iron Man match of factorial proportions. Man.
In this fight, I will melt you down to slag.
Versus machine.
I calculate a 0.85% chance that you will win in your current condition.
All metal mayhem. Colleen Horizon.
When you throw me into the wolves, I will return leading the pack.
Vera McGarden.
And I'll do anything to be the warrior on top.
For the Athena title, best friends turned bitter rivals. Johnny Starr.
Don't get in the way of the start or you'll get burned.
James, the Archangel.
I'm the real star of this brand.
For the international title, the Outsider, Mark Young. The Executioner, Michael X. For the WYW World Heavyweight title. 2 out of 3 fall.
Inside.
In a hell in a cell. WYW Immortal. Now available on YouTube.
And we're back! Yay! We have returned. So we're going to be talking about the brand new game that's going to be coming out that was fucking hush hush for the past 2 years. Revealed at E3, I think, 2018.
So
Ghost of Tsushima.
Before you do that, shameless plug. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you like the video, comment. In the live chat in the comment section.
If you hate James, dislike.
Yeah, if you hate me, dislike. Apparently somebody does. Go for it.
For a shameless plug, this is shameless plug. This is more of a shameful plug.
Yes, it is very much. And also,
this man has no concept of shame.
Yeah, I don't.
Shame is a lie.
And finally,
there is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength.
Subscribe and turn that bell on with all notifications on. Okay.
So, Ghost of Tsushima.
Unsubscribe and leave a dislike.
50,000 dislikes. Can we do it?
Anyway, so Ghost of Tsushima is going to be I'm going to call it the big game of 2020. It's pretty fucking big. It looks like it's going to be a huge-ass world.
Now, remind me real quick. Is this the one where that Japanese chick came out on the floor at E3 and went, "It's spooky"?
I don't think so. I don't remember the E3 conference off the top of my head, honestly. It's been a while since I watched the E3 presentation. But what I can say about this, Casey, you liked Breath of the Wild, right?
Oh, loved it.
And did you ever play fucking Shadow of Mordor?
I heard it was amazing, but I never played it.
Do you really enjoy big open scale locations and worlds with a very good main character on top of customization?
Not to mention incredible art design, absolutely.
Okay, Case, I haven't revealed anything super big yet. Do you like Akira Kurosawa stuff?
I have respect for his work, but I haven't seen any of it.
Well, you don't have to see any of it because you can literally play it in this game.
Why aren't you a fucking salesman?
Because I'm too busy talking about dicks about maybe 45% of the time.
You know what? That's fair.
Can't get to a section of the podcast like going,
yeah, that's fair.
Why are they talking about dicks?
Can you believe this kids today? Oh, constantly talking about dicks.
Well, they're gay. They're fucking gay.
They must be gay.
Why are they talking about dicks?
Why are they gay, Daddy? Why are they talking about dicks?
But anyway, so let's get back into it.
Memes aside,
Ghost of Tsushima is going to be the big game, personally, from my perspective, for me in 2020. I mean, yes, we've talked about Doom Eternal. Yes, we've talked about Animal Crossing. Yes, we've talked about Final Fantasy VII.
Streets of Rage 4.
Streets of Rage 4, even though that's more of a side-scroller beat-em-up, it is already kind of niche, but it's very good as well. Ghost of Tsushima is going to be something that's incredible for the simplistic factor of there's so much to do, and the fact that combat looks smooth as butter is important. The main character has a... What were you going to say, James?
I like smooth combat.
There you go. Fuck. But in a basic format, you're going to be able to take over enemy locations. It's a classic, always works no matter like what game you're playing. And what it's going to be primarily entailing is how do you take over these locations? Which way is the most comfortable for you? Are you the deadly ghost who fights in the shadows and waits for his time to strike and take out as many opponents as he can through dirty tactics? Or are you the Akira Kurosawa samurai who pulls out his katana and fucking runs headlong into battle without taking a second breath? It's all based upon how you're going to play. The major thing that I really do enjoy that this game has shown is just how beautiful they've made the world look. Like, it looks like a next-gen game, and that's crazy to me. Because it looks fantastic. Like
it looks futuristic, is what you're saying?
No, not futuristic.
You're talking about like the next gen console, like
yeah, it looks like it's on next gen. It looks fantastic. It looks well put together, and the main character is well designed. And as Nikos pointed out earlier before the podcast, has a very
distinct feature from
design. Yeah, continue. Let Nico speak.
Yep, go ahead.
When I noticed the facial design for the main character, he looks intrinsically similar to the model character for Sub-Zero and MK11. And I could see where that's coming from, where, Sub-Zero has that kind of look, or like a template where it would just symbolize, like, how a samurai should look like, how a warrior bred for battle should interpret as.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mike, you're up.
Yep. So, in a simple way, I'll just go for it. You'll be able to use ninja stars. You'll be able to use smoke bombs, firecrackers. You'll be able to take over enemy positions and enemy encampments and actually attack these enemies head on without fear in your heart. Your katana will become your best friend. Assassination moves go from one to the next, just like in Shadow of Mordor, very naturally, and you'll be able to go from point A to point B very relatively quickly. There's also a customization mechanic that is fucking incredible. So in order to customize armor, clothing, what you're wearing, you have to pick up flowers. And the reason why you're picking up flowers is because of the pigmentation that's in them in order to actually dye your clothes into the colors that you want. So you can absolutely run around as the fucking Green Power Ranger in samurai gear if you want. Who cares? Or you could dress, as I told Nikos, fuck it, I'm going to do a whole playthrough of the game where I'm dressing like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, because why the fuck not?
If you want, you can dress up as Jack.
Why not? But there's a lot here, and I'll pull one screenshot up, James, so that way when you're editing and putting the podcast in, you're able to throw it up on the screen. And that
Why you send that?
You could also just screen share what you're going to send me. I don't have to be the only one screen sharing.
Not true. I just don't want anything to get fucked up. That's the whole reason why.
Nothing will get fucked up. We'll just.
You would be shocked, James.
No, I know. That's why I'm like, maybe. All right, so let me.
Well, yeah, but that's on desktop, not on.
Let me.
So Casey hasn't had that issue happen to him in a while as well. You gotta remember.
Of course, now you say that, it will.
Yeah, knowing our fucking Marco Skype's a piece of shit and wants to fucking ruin my existence on this planet.
Okay, so tell me when you boys can see the screen.
Well, you kind of
wait. Ah, there it is.
All right, I see your screen.
Ooh.
So I have a question for you, Mike.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you think that Ghost of Tsushima will take certain tropes from your Assassin's Creed video game idea?
I feel like they should.
I think that they should, and the reason why is because look at the size of the world that you're in.
Oh, God. It rivals Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Wow.
So here's the whole thing. Do you see the smoke that's coming off the trail in the distance here?
The detail on this is ridiculous.
Agreed. But do you see the smoke in the distance that you can clearly see in the background?
That's about 5 miles away.
That's a good distance away, and those are villages that are being attacked by Mongols. You're fighting the Mongol Empire.
Is the final boss? What the fuck's his name? Genghis Khan.
No.
Honestly, this game could do what you recommended, and
yes, and I think they should. I think that they should take bits and pieces of historical evidence and work with it. I mean, what I will say, if I can find a GIF of it, I'll try to find a GIF so that way we have some format of motion, because Akira Kurosawa films are well known for their motion and keeping things, so that way you're not bored watching it and you have more of a distinct idea of how things are going to work and flow. But this game can be played in black and white, like an Akira Kurosawa film.
Wow. Okay. Oh wow!
Everything moves.
The GIF is super small, but I already can tell. Holy shit!
I'll try to find a bigger one.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me, even though it's not like the same kind of fighter in a way, it's not the same kind of fighter, but it does remind me a lot of a Batman game in a way, like the running physics, the the whole fighting animations only
So,
different
James,
with a sword than actually.
Agreed. Well, actually, the mechanics are going to be primarily based off a Shadow of Mordor system, but with more. You can win a fight off of a single hit if you're lucky.
Right, right.
Now, remind me real quick. In basic concept, Shadow of Mordor is basically just Lord of the Rings, Assassin's Creed?
Lord of the Rings, Batman.
Ah.
So,
Yeah.
just to give you an idea of size and scope and how these levels are going to like naturally go from location to location, I wanted to show one thing if I could find the GIF of it. And grass moves in a very fluent manner.
Jeez.
You will be dealing with natural winds, natural currents, water is going to be affected, everything. Everything you can think of. This game is fantastic when it comes out.
Can you do me a favor before you end it, actually, and look up the full gaming map? Because I'm curious.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find the map. I don't know if that's out yet because the map hasn't really been talked about yet. Like, not fully.
This is how much of a nerd. This the kind of nerd that I am. Is that when you show me the graphic presentation, then I'm fucking interested. I'm like, wait a minute.
James?
Holy shit.
The map's going to be really fucking big. And just to give you an idea of...
Yeah, you're right. That might actually rival FF7 Remake.
No, well, FF7 is always going to have small maps.
Yeah.
That's what was going to happen. But, I mean, just based upon this alone...
Huge!
The fact that we could see a smoke trail in the distance, like a mist... It is incredible. The architecture for some of the buildings, the armor, the main character himself looks fantastic. This is one of the optional modes of.
He almost looks like Japanese feudal Solid Snake.
A little bit. So here's the whole thing. Here's a differentiation of how you can dress. So you have Ghost and Samurai. Samurai is going to be.
I love Ghost. I love Ghost design.
It's good. It's a good design. I think both are very good because they're very traditional. Everything is very traditional in how it's presented.
Yes. Samurai is straight out of your classic Sengoku poster.
And on top of the fact that his whole outfit from head to toe is customizable.
I bet you that in like 3 years' time, 3 years' time, they're gonna mod the freaking game just so you could play as Raven from Mortal Kombat in that game, guaranteed.
Well, actually, what people are asking for is is to be playing as the legendary actor. I'll probably remember his name a little bit later on in the podcast. But to give
Mike,
you,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. What is it? Who was it?
I think.
Yeah, go for it.
You actually sent me a clip of that scene that you were talking about. I'll try and find it now. But, like, again, I'm with your case where the name escapes me.
It's Sword of Doom. Sword of Doom is the actual film. And the actor is a director. I need the actor more than anything else.
Yeah. It will be in IMDb. IMDb would have it. it.
I already have him.
Tatsuya Nakadai?
Tatsuya Nakadai is the main character for Sword of Doom. Sword of Doom is fucking one of the greatest samurai movies ever made.
I still need to watch.
Casey, to give you your cinematic flair, this whole game has a black and white filter that you can select. You can pick Japanese voices with English sub, or you can do English voice acting if that's what you wanted to do. But this game, 100%.
That's an idea you actually recommended in the Assassin's Creed Japan idea.
I did, but this game has been worked on for 2 years before I even made that.
Right. You didn't know about this, right, until it came out?
Oh, no, I only knew bits and pieces of this game. I didn't know the whole, how this thing was going to be, like, worked on and designed till, way later.
Seems like it could be exactly what you were hitting on before.
Probably.
Which, by the way, you know what? Since we're talking about it, I might as well promote it. After AEW Double or Nothing, we're actually going to be posting a bunch of Indy Force clips. I do have like a few lined up in the pipeline right now. So definitely check that out. The first one I'm actually going to post is the Assassin's Creed Japan idea Mike had, and the Assassin's Creed Valhalla Valhalla game that actually came out. So definitely check that highlight out if you haven't seen the full episode yet.
And James, so that way you can get a better idea of how combat's going to look. Let me see.
Is that a GIF?
No, it's a video.
Yeah,
it's a video.
I I saw some of the combat. I saw some of the combat in the smaller GIF. I think I get the gist of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's so
fucking.
It's so sublime.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be one of those things that you're gonna want to continue to go back to. Actually, here we go. I have the actual.
Yeah, we'll just play it quick. Now, keep in mind your video's slightly choppy, but I do see the main gist of it.
It's that fucking quick.
Strikes can end fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's precise.
Yes, single strikes can end fights. You're going to be going into battles and annihilating most of the competition. And what I'll do is I will stop sharing for just a moment so I can talk.
Uh-oh. Well, it's a good thing.
This game. So one last thing I will say. Yeah. So one last thing I will say is that locations will be presented to you actually via following animals.
Oh, by the way, your camera's off.
Oh no, I turned it off for a little bit so that way I could show the video more properly.
You can turn your camera back on now.
So which dynasty does this game take place in?
It's not going to be historically accurate, and I'm okay with a game that's trying to find a time period where it's like, we can make this work, this will be a lot of fun, we're not worried about being historically accurate when it comes to timeline, but we are okay with attempting to do it for everything else.
Makes sense.
It's okay, as I said, it's okay to not be historically accurate, but if your game is based in history, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
I want to have the aesthetic. I want to be felt like I'm inside this universe and doing things. And the one thing that these images didn't go over is how you're going to be finding locations. Randomly, let's say you're riding on a horse. You're going from one location to the next. It's a very even flow balance. And eventually, a bird, maybe a fox that you'll see, will lead you to a new location that you haven't been to yet. You'll be able to follow the wind to new locations.
And that's how you'll fill out the map?
That's how you'll fill out the map. So that way you don't have to look at the map all the time. You're looking at the map to go, okay, I'm going from point A to point B, and then I'll figure it out from there. But yeah, that's Ghost of Tsushima. If you're interested, let us know. I know that this game's going to be a lot of fun when it comes out. It will feel incredible when it does. But the big thing that we did want to cover is Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, boy.
No idea what this is.
So Unreal Engine, if you don't know what that is created by Epic Games. Unreal Engine is kind of like the fucking most used engine by anybody. You can make fighting games with it. You can make anything with it.
So it's like an emulator in a way, or a mod?
No, that's not how emulation works. It's more of it's a tool that can be used and modified in different ways to do different things if needed. So Unreal Engine 5, if you guys haven't seen it yet, what we'll do is we'll put a thing in the description. I just wanted to have some type of news for that because it's a big topic to a lot of the video game fans that Unreal Engine 5 is coming out. It looks fucking fantastic.
True.
It looks like the next generation is ready to go. And it's already been said that this is going to be running optimal on the PS5 more than the Xbox Series X will, which is crazy to me. Like, it's going to run fantastically on the PlayStation 5 already. We're talking about... So, you know how lighting in games is kind of awkward?
Mm-hmm.
That was the major goal of this. How do we take locations and maps and have you go, holy fuck, I'm in a cave. Holy fuck, I'm in a valley. Holy shit, I'm in the woods. And be able to give that to you in such a way where you're like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I need a couple minutes to fucking put the game away because I feel like I'm actually just in this location. Like, why go travel around the world when I can go visit it in-game?
Damn.
It looks fantastic, and I just wanted to make it like a quick highlight on here so that way people know what's going on. If you haven't seen the trailer, James, I'll give you the link to it in the for the description below. But yes, you should go out and try to find it yourself. It looks fantastic. It is definitely the next generation of gaming being done today.
I'm down with it.
So, Nikos, that's for you and I.
Yeah.
Dog's releasing new skins for consoles. And they're not fixing the game.
Definitely not.
In any format and way. they're just going to be doing what they want to do and say, go fuck yourself, everybody else.
Well, you know what? Here's to ya. Both of these middle fingers right back.
So, James, can you do me a quick favor, good sir?
Yep.
Can you pull up the image of this new fucking thing so everybody can see it in the video?
So, new skins for Last of Us 2?
Yep.
Exclusive for PlayStation 4 Pro and DualShock controllers.
Okay, we're getting to it. Okay, oh boy.
Here it comes.
To be honest,
here we go.
I wouldn't have
3, 2, 1, bang. Oh boy, how tragic.
That's the Last of Us original.
That's cool. That's actually cool.
That's Last of Us 1, or Last of Us
Is that
Remastered.
2? Is that 2?
That's Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, hi, Noah.
Hi, Noah. By the way, we may be able to predict. I was talking to him about possibly getting all of us in on the NoDQ group so we can try to get their belt. But anyway.
Hey,
So
we don't believe in
basically,
stealing. We just believe in We just believe in global fucking robbery.
Yeah. Indy Force,
No, no.
motherfucker. Don't
We don't
think
believe in
we forgot about our
stealing.
old intro, motherfucker.
we
Can't
don't
be
believe
stopped.
in stealing. We just
Can't be moved. Can't be rocked. Can't be shook.
When
We
will you
hot.
fellas learn?
Well, what you brothers learn.
Alright, so we got... Yeah,
So basically, what PlayStation released is, again, this is more like a fan edit, but the idea is it's the
James, you may want to look up
PlayStation-
the actual PlayStation skin.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to do, and then
New skin for Last of Us 2. Look
Yes.
up PlayStation 2 Last of Us. PlayStation 4 Last of Us 2 skin.
I'll just do PlayStation 4. Oh. Is that it? What the Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that's so ugly.
Well, I'll just
It's one of
describe
them.
it. It's basically just a black box with Ellie's tree tattoo on it.
You know what? Look at the controller.
Is that
There
it? Is that it?
Not
Nope, that's
really.
a fan made one. Go to the controller. The controller's literally the exact same fucking skin.
Or
See the white
you could do
remote?
this. You could go on the Sony accounts on Facebook and find it there.
All right, what am I supposed to type in? Tell me the keywords to type in here.
You could type
last. Oh no, you know what? PS5 for skin for Last of Us 2. Jesus. All right, here we go. This is the one that keeps popping up.
Don't worry about it.
But basically, I found it on Facebook.
All right,
where
if
it's
you
basically
found
just a
it,
black
if you
box.
found it, just send it to me, and then I'll just show it on my screen
Yeah.
when you get it, because I'm trying to do this little real quick because it was in the chat and I didn't realize it. So this will be before the end. So there you go. That's the Last of Us game thing. So there you go. Oh my God, that's so trash.
Together forever.
That's oh man. Oh wait, hold on.
Fucking garbage too.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, it's so bad, dude.
Uh-huh.
That's the worst. All right, there you go, everyone. Now
so
it's the
bland. It's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Cool. I'm really glad I grabbed my 1999 fucking Trapper Keeper for this shit.
All right, yep, that was past. This is future us. Back to past us. They don't like me none at all, so I can get this out by the time before Double or Nothing.
Yeah. So basically, it's pretty bland. It's just the black PlayStation 4 console with Ellie's tree/marijuana tattoo on
Some
it,
stupid fucking tropical leaf tattoo that nobody gives two shits about.
and the controller is in the same way, where it just has that tattoo on it too. It's just nothing spectacular, nothing of value. It's just that. And they think it'll try and boost up sales, but
No,
based
it's
from
not.
the leaks
Clearly.
that we posted last episode,
Yeah, no. In fact,
it's
you
not
know
going
what?
to save the game.
You know what?
Like, it's really
I'll
not gonna save
I'll
at
actually
all.
show it in by screen sharing now. Hold on. There you are. There are the freaking leaks. That should tell you all you need to know, man.
You know, we'll be quiet for a couple seconds so the person that is watching the premiered version of this podcast can actually read this properly.
Yep.
So we'll give a couple moments so that way you folks can watch this, read this properly.
Yep. So there you go. Highly recommend you at least pause if you're watching this after the fact.
We won't switch topics so that way you have enough time to read this properly.
And that should be enough time for you to get the general gist of the travesty.
So it's a fucking sin. It's not interesting. Nobody cares.
Again, political agenda got him in the way.
Oh, don't worry. Nikos and I are going to be.
There's more to it than that.
The Mike and Mike are, cocked, loaded, and ready to blow this asshole straight to the seventh hell.
All right, finish him off. Go.
Nikos,
Last
you want to go first?
night, I'll just give a quick description that you can take from there. After the live video of our previous episode, I went through YouTube and I discovered a video regarding Naughty Dog. And this video I found from the YouTuber Pimp Master Broda, which is the guy who does like the Puppet Yoda, parodies.
Yeah.
Where the person controlling the puppet was sent a notice.
Yeah,
a
a cease and desist, I believe. Yeah,
cease and desist from Naughty Dog for satirically cosplaying as the villain in Last of Us 2.
Yep.
The person was cosplaying as Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising as a
Just
parody
because
to
people do not like your shit does not mean you have the right to take content down if it's under fair use. You fucking left-wing, all-right, snowflake justice having ass cunt. Jesus.
So yeah, just because of parroting, the villain looks like Senator Armstrong. But here's the thing, Senator Armstrong is philosophically just the final boss of the game that's actually considered. Do you think he is a final boss? Is he a bad guy? Is Raiden an idiot? He probably is. Where it's not supposed to be taken seriously, but the fact that Naughty Dog, or actually no, Cookman, is getting his way to cease and desist cosplayers?
Yeah.
That has to follow under a certain guideline of, reaching your control.
It's abuse. It's abuse of the DCMA copyright law.
Allow me, good sir. Just because you're a hack writer who doesn't know what a story beat is and doesn't understand the idiosyncrasies between a character and how to keep a storyline from point A to point B does not mean because you fucked up and confirmed that the leaks were real, instead of just sweeping it under the fucking rug because you're a fucking dumb shit, does not mean that you get to harass and abuse your fan base because you're a fucking idiot.
Yep.
He's
to do that.
Let's put this topic to bed. He's not just an idiot. He's an asshole. He's an asshole.
So please attempt to sue us. We're not wrong.
I dare you, bitch. Come at me, bitch.
It's not like we have
bitch.
It's not like we have anything to our names anyway.
Yeah. What money are you gonna get from us? $0 in my name, $0 in Nikos' name because we're college students, $0 in Mike's name because I don't know, she just doesn't right now. Well,
I just don't want money.
He just doesn't want money, and then Nikos might be the richest of all of us, and that's not saying much. Actually, that's saying a lot, to be honest. But it's still a lot less than you would think. That's a lot less than you would think. So you ain't getting much. So try me.
You're not even gonna get enough to pay your legal fees, asshole.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose out, and you're gonna look like an idiot in the end. Especially considering the fact that just like all your other DCMA copyright abuses, this one will also probably be overturned because they know it's BS. They will continue to say it's BS because you're a talentless hack who couldn't take the pressure of being a content creator, and so now you're getting shit for it, and you can't handle it. You talentless goddamn prick.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. We don't need to mention your name anymore. Bye. And you know what?
If you would like to know, Nikos and I are going to be doing a new podcast in the next couple of weeks where we will be discussing this whole problem.
Here's what you do. You discuss the whole problem, and I'll even give you a podcast for you to review the game when it comes out. Because I'm telling you right now, because of him abusing the DCMA law, fuck you if you think I'm going to even give this game a review.
Oh, I'm not going to review it.
Your name is out of my mouth.
I'm not going to review it. I'm not going to review it. I'm reviewing Truckman.
So
I'm doing.
I'm saying
him
when
and I
the
are going to be
game
doing
comes out.
something.
I'm not even gonna review the game. I'm not even gonna review the game when it comes out.
What's the point? It's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just watch other YouTubers play it and just smile as they complain that it sucks.
We thrive on your tears, you fucking sheep.
Yep.
So what YouTuber are you gonna watch for this type of stupid game? Jacksepticeye?
Yeah.
Good luck.
He'll quit.
He'll quit after the first episode.
Yep. 100%.
Oh, it got 5 views this month. Huh. Well, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. Anyway, can we talk about something nice?
Yes, we can.
Oh, yes, we can. So, apparently, the first 3 Tony Hawk games are getting a remaster.
Yeah. Woo! I like the Tony Hawk games. They're fun. They're very fun.
Well, the early Tony Hawk games are very fun.
Yeah, for some reason they're not going to be doing Thug.
About the time of Project 8, they just kind of went.
Well, even then, a good Tony Hawk game, if done correctly, is always going to be fun. I don't know who's working on it. I haven't had the chance to look into those type of details yet, fully.
Right.
But from what I'm going to guess, I hope it's Neversoft.
Oh, Neversoft has. I don't think Neversoft's done jack or shit since 2010.
Yeah. But if you don't know what Tony Hawk is, it's you're talking about the most classic.
It's the premier skateboarding sim on the planet.
Made by the company that would later make Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1 that Casey and I will never shut the fuck up about.
No, we will not. We can, between him and I, we can quote that entire game front to back.
Yeah, fair enough. I've always liked the Tony Hawk games. When I played them when I was like a little kid, I did some sick fucking tricks, dude. I really did. I enjoyed that game very much.
But here's the thing. In case you can agree with me on this. No game will ever match, for the Tony Hawk license, will ever match the craziness of Thug 1, 2, and Project...
American Wasteland.
Yeah, American Wasteland.
Agreed. Agreed, absolutely.
If we're comparing skating games, what is the better trilogy then? I assume... Because there's that area that you just recommended, and then there's the Tony Hawk series, and then there's the Skate series. Which is better out of those 3?
The Skate series, it depends on what your tastes are, really. The Skate series are more for skating purists that really want to have the authentic feel of, skating around a park, busting a couple of lip tricks, maybe a kickflip or 2, and just going along their merry way.
Then meanwhile, Casey watches me fucking use the mega ramp in Skate 3 and go fucking ape shit.
Absolutely. I will not say that the Skate series does not have its over-the-top moments. But Tony Hawk thrives on that shit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want a more true to life skating experience, all told,
can I give an example of that?
Yeah.
All right, ready? So this is in Thug 1, and this is why I want Thug 1 and 2 remade because of how fucking awesome those games would be now. You ready? Let's set the stage.
Yep.
You and your buddy are doing some really sick, crazy tricks on a roof. And then a helicopter appears.
And then your character says, you know what? I'm going to pull a McTwist over that fucking thing.
And he does it.
Roof to roof, 40 stories in the air, does a fucking McTwist over a damn helicopter.
You like the X Games? How about the quadruple X Games, motherfucker?
Top this, cunt.
Like, you'll never get as crazy as a moment as that in another game again.
I don't know about that. Thug 2 manages to hold its own pretty well.
Let me explain.
You go on the fucking World Destruction Tour, dude.
Agreed, but let me put it like this, if you don't mind. Tony Hawk Underground 1 not only has the amazing fucking helicopter section, not only has the incredible tank moment where you're driving.
Oh, I totally forgot you drove a tank at one point in Thug 1.
Everybody forgets that in Thug 1 you drive a tank. Like, you could straight up just drive a tank.
I mean, you're not wrong. Nikos, where'd you go, my dude? He went away.
He became one with the Force.
He did become one with the Force.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
He must have instant transmissioned out of here, and I didn't hear him.
Why? That fucking sound effect's super loud.
I just didn't hear him, man. I was too busy because Noah actually, ironically enough, Noah was sending me the graph. His graph for Double or Nothing for us, by the way, it looks really good. He did that in pretty quick fashion. So we're actually going to use this graph.
When you're sitting at home and only posting things on Facebook.
And hey, you got the names right.
Oh, it took them like 20 times.
Yes, you got the mics correct. It's good. But with that being said, my personal favorite is always going to be Skate 3. It's always going to be
Skate 3 is good, but here's the differentiation. Skate 3 is simulated skating because of the fact that you have to keep your balance as much as humanly possible, and while doing your sick as fuck tricks and going absolutely goddamn bananas. The differentiation is, and it's a very big differentiation, is it's an arcade style skate game.
Or as Pat Patterson would say, I'm going banana.
I am banana, and I am going.
I am banana. You better hope you're not banana, because we all saw what happened with Onision, and that didn't go so well.
Yeah, but that's because he decided to post his banana.
And on that note,
we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, oh boy, we got a lot to talk about, and now we're getting to the wrestling portion. This time we're switching it up. Don't go anywhere. Oh boy.
Hibiki TMD on YouTube, retro gaming, pro wrestling, podcast, Terry Bollea, Hibiki Honors, Hibiki Quickie, everything in between. Hit that subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the Hibiki TMD. And hey! Watch out for pedestrians, pal! You on the bike! Slow down!
Hit that subscribe down below. Check us out at the Hibiki TMD on Twitter, Hibiki TMD on YouTube. Oh, the goddamn goodness.
What's up, bitches? Are you tired of being bored during quarantine? Well, to pass the time, check out hundreds of free classic games on PlayEmulator.com. This site offers so many classic titles from the Nintendo Entertainment System, all the way to the Game Boy Color. They also have a huge PSX library, along with an even bigger Sega library. The collection is massive and has hundreds of games, including, but not limited to, Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, the original Streets of Rage, Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man, WWF No Mercy, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Virtual Pro Wrestling, Super Mario 64, F-Zero and F-Zero X, the original Tetris, Contra, WCW NWO Revenge, Doom 64, all Street Fighter 2 titles, Pokemon X and Y, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, the Ultimate Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and much, much more. They also have a small section for MSX including the original Metal Gear. There are also fan-made emulators you can play, including Shadow in Sonic, Mario vs. Sonic.exe, Simpsons Streets of Rage, and a Street Fighter 2 version of Street Fighter 5. Go on playemulator.com and enjoy the fun fellow gamers, because this shit's super fun yo. Indy Force approved.
Where the hell is Nikos, dude? Did he, like, disappear somewhere? Where the hell did he go?
Listen, good sir. I don't know. And to be honest, right now I'm playing Hitman and I could give two fucks.
Wow!
I wonder if he, like, instant transmission back to Greece or something.
Yeah, that's...
I am back. The situation is terrible in Greece.
Wait, you went to Greece?
You actually went to Greece?
Yeah, man, shit. I mean, my family's, they need help, you know?
Dude, the whole fucking country needs help. Who the hell are you kidding?
What's going on? Did you bring anything back, like souvenirs or something, while you were there, at least?
I got you this.
Okay.
With love from the Nico family.
Well, do you want to go bowling?
Listen, I wanted a euro.
You're gonna get a euro of this dick.
I'm holding out for a euro till the morning light.
Okay. So let's talk about oh jeez. Let's talk about the first wrestling topic of the actual show, other than the Shad Gaspard stuff that we covered in the beginning.
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd might be returning to WWE again, and Mike writes, "Here comes another injury."
Listen, the guy is injury fucking prone. Am I wrong? Am I wrong with the distinction?
Right.
Am I wrong saying that? It's true.
I think what ended up happening though was he just didn't have enough. Here's the thing: the wonders of what is it called?
Surgery.
The surgery that what's the surgery? What's the name of it that Edge got? We talked about it on air once.
Don't worry.
I forgot.
The nickel plate surgery?
No, it's the other one. It's like the one where he got
like spinal stenosis or something.
Yeah, it was the one where he filled like spurs in to help his bone structure. Fuck, no, this is gonna bug me. I need to know the name of this. I'm sorry.
10 seconds later. I remember. Oh God, why did I do that as a child?
Operation.
What do you remember?
With bone spurs.
I remember everything.
I remember the Alamo.
Bone spur.
I remember the womb.
It's bone spur repair. I don't think it's that.
The womb.
Edge. Surgery. It would probably tell us.
I was scared of the womb.
The womb was terrifying.
Yeah, because this I need to know this.
Very comfortable.
It's on the tip of my fucking
Hell, I had
tongue.
a pool room area.
Can you believe the craziness I decided to add to this? It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. Fucking kill me.
Okay, so I don't remember. What the fuck is the name of that damn procedure that he had?
Don't worry. Listen,
I know it says it somewhere. It's so fucking infuriating right now.
Listen. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
It's okay to be a bitch.
Hey.
It's okay to be
the beach. Sometimes
to be or not to be.
That is bitch.
It is better than to not be.
Okay.
You know, sometimes at night I dream of cheese.
You know, sometimes at night.
You guys are gonna know.
I wear my sunglasses.
I'm so fucking infuriated that I don't remember the name of that.
I dare
You
you
know
to
what I'm
edit
talking
it in
about.
and
You
ju-
all know what I'm talking about. I cannot remember it for the life of me. I don't remember the
James?
procedure.
James, I fucking dare you to edit in. It's this, you fucking idiot. It's this to yourself.
I'm going to. I'm gonna fucking insult myself because I fucking hate that I don't remember.
If you
really don't.
Hey, future James, don't hold back.
Yeah, no, seriously. Fucking retard. Sorry. I really shouldn't be doing that to myself, but it is.
What,
fucking aggravating.
apologizing?
I cannot remember the name of the spine of the surgery Edge got, and it was like so huge, like for the wrestling industry, because it changed the whole wrestling industry. There's a reason Sting's being rumored to come back. That's the reason Tyson Kidd's also being rumored to come back. I guarantee you we're going to see Jason Jordan there as well.
Weren't stem cells involved somehow?
There it is! Fuck me! Yes, stem cell treatment.
Stem cell
That's
surgery?
what it is. Yes, stem cell treatment. Oh my god. Why did it take me so long to figure that out?
Oh, I hope you know that if Casey gets it right, since Casey got it right, you absolutely have to put that.
No, it is right. I know for a fact it's right. The minute you mentioned it, it was right. Oh, why am I so goddamn
You should absolutely put in the fucking ding 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 when Casey gets it.
Yeah.
Do the zoom in on his face.
Totally putting that in. It's the only edit I'm making.
I'm fine with that. That's fucking super funny.
Well, other than the instant transmission bit.
Hey, listen, the instant transmission bit's easy because that's just done.
Yeah, I could easily do cut. So, right.
And no, I will never teach anyone my ways of instant
stem
transmission.
cell treatment. Stem cell treatment. So stem cell treatment helped Edge. It's helping Sting, I imagine, because he's rumored for an AEW.
Hey, to the people that say don't. Let me say this because I have to say this at least once.
Yeah.
If you're anti-women giving up their fetuses for science, go fuck yourself for the simple fact of if it can't breathe, think, or move, it's not a human being.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there is going to be ethical questions about it, but if you don't, the stem cell treatment has definitely helped a lot of wrestlers. There's no doubt about that. Edge is back because of it. So it has done good at the very, if nothing else for that. It definitely has helped people. So yeah, I'm happy that I'm hearing Tyson Kidd because I think Tyson Kidd got shafted. Him and Cesaro were on a run.
No, I made that more of a joke of the guy is injury prone, and it's obvious that he is because I mean, how many times is he being laid out on the shelf because of injury?
Yeah. I mean, well,
I chalk that up to his cat.
You fucking pussy.
He's not Sabu, you dick. I know where you got that from.
Shout out to Colin Dunn.
Thank you, Colin. You motherfucker.
Anyway, jeez, Pro Wrestling Roundtable reference on the Indy Force. I never thought that day would come. Hey, if you want to see a train wreck, the playlist is there.
It was a fucking train wreck.
It was the worst show on
Hey, you know what? It could have been worse. Trust me.
8 times out of 10, it was pretty fucking shit.
One dick on the screen later.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the shaft.
No, that thing wasn't a shaft. That was more of a freaking micro deposit. The fucking size of that goddamn thing.
Oh, dude.
I'm just saying. Just saying, man. It wasn't exactly
earth shattering.
Yeah.
Shattering, but not earth shattering.
Listen, I'm about to vom. Stop. If I puke on stream, it's gonna. If I puke on
that's
this
gonna get
fucking
us so
video,
many views. I dare you.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Don't.
I wouldn't
fucking,
do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. No fucking.
No, I can't. No, it's like, listen, there are very few things that will get me to that point. But thinking, like, even having the image appear in my head for a couple seconds, because I was on one of the fucking streams where that thing decided to start appearing. Yeah, no way.
Yeah. 100%.
I have fucking PTSD flashbacks thinking about that. Oh boy.
Yeah, dude. You know, hey, you know what? You just gotta at this point laugh about it, and if the show's over, it can't affect you. Anyway,
so Tyson, we hope you come back to the ring. Hopefully the surgery works out as good as it should.
Should he come back to WWE or should he just cut
Oh
his
God,
losses?
no.
I think honestly the smart thing to do is go back into training, get his body back in physical condition to do this correctly, so that way he can take the bumps that are necessity in matches. Because I feel like when they let him back the second time after his first injury, you're a fucking idiot and shouldn't have done that, because then he just got injured again, and it's like
Right. And here's the thing I recommend, and this is for Jason Jordan too, because I'm sure he's going to get the same procedure that Tyson and Sting and Edge have gotten over the years. If you guys are going to do that, if you guys are going to make the jump, and I'm not saying you tell them, train at the PC first. Use that resource. Let your contract run out. Get the fuck out of Dodge and go to AEW, because honestly, will be way better utilized there.
Honestly, why would you want to stay in WWE when you know that they're going to constantly just be like, it's okay, but hey, no.
The amount of times when before he was injured, they shafted Tyson Kidd. He should have been a mid-card champion at least.
At least once.
Once. He should have been a multi-time tag team champion by now. I think he's only like what, two-time tag champion.
He is a very good talent to have. And honestly,
true.
Honestly, isn't he still with Natalia?
Yeah,
he's still with Natalia. Yeah.
Okay.
And Natty should get out of there too. Oh my God, the way they've treated her.
Oh my God, it's not even. She's one of the most important female characters in wrestling today. Yeah. And we're just going to completely push her to the edge, because it's like, listen, you can't look at her because of the fact that, well, Brett decided to go over to AEW for a little bit.
Right.
The guy's an independent contractor. Every one of your roster is an independent contractor, by the way, so they can all fucking leave whatever they want.
Right.
Because you're idiots and decide not to file people under your contract.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. But anyway, Tyson, from us to you, we hope you get back on the ring.
Yeah, Tyson
doing your best,
by the way. There's a lot of Tysons coming into the fray, recently.
I know. It's almost like almost like inspiration for something later.
Pretty soon, Tyson's Chicken will be making a comeback.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think like
we got Tyson's Chicken and Foot Massage? Tyson's Chicken and Foot Massage.
Mike Tyson.
No, that was Jones. What are you talking about?
I know it's not the same Tyson, but Mike Tyson's Chicken and Foot Massage. Mike Tyson's Chicken and Foot Massage.
Dude, that was
Mike Tyson.
Now my brothers and co-mates in exile cannot me feel the penalty of lying.
The only reason I really decided to just purchase Tyson, the chicken company, I wanted to feed the chicken and the pigeons. The pigeons got to eat. The pigeons have got to eat, even if it's their own kind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different kind of bird. They'll enjoy it. I swear to God, they'll have a feast. It'll be great.
Good.
Mr. Tyson, what's that tattoo about on your face?
Oh, this tattoo? I'm sorry. I have my daughter loves doodle bears, so I decided to say, hey, grab a magic marker, we'll see what happens. And then I got a tattoo because I thought it was a very pretty pattern.
It turned out to be melanoma.
Hey, Mike Tyson, why did you knock out Eminem in the Godzilla video? I thought he was.
I was hoping I'd kill him.
I was hoping I'd kill him, but I didn't know it was. I thought it was. Thought it was a different boxer.
Nikos.
What?
King Kong or Godzilla, go.
Be quick.
Godzilla.
Casey,
Godzilla.
King Kong, Godzilla, go.
Godzilla.
Okay, cool, because you can always find the king, but there is only one god.
He's Godzilla. Come on, man. He's fucking.
We'll talk about that after before we start doing our predictions.
Yeah, right.
Now I have a question for all you guys.
Yeah.
Which Godzilla do y'all prefer?
Final Wars.
Done. Yeah, probably.
The only one I've really seen recently all the way through is Shin Godzilla. At least if we're sticking to the original.
Dude.
At least if we're sticking to the Japanese movies. At least if we're sticking to the Japanese movies. I really like the two American Godzilla films of the past decade.
There you go.
But aside from those, the only one I've seen start to finish is Godzilla 2001.
Go.
Fair enough.
Go.
For me, it's always going to be Shin Godzilla. I just love the design for him.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the fact that the tip of his tail is made out of humans.
No, my one problem with that design of Godzilla is one minor thing, and I know somebody's going to sit there and say, oh, of course, Mike has a problem with it. Here's what it is.
It's the eyes.
No, it's not even that. It's just the general design I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the general design of it. I'm like, he looks really awkward and misformed and mismatched, and he doesn't look like what you would expect him to be. But if I had to pick my favorite one going right now over like the past 10 years, King of the Monsters Godzilla is fantastic.
Is that the 2019 one?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the one. That's the one where Godzilla, Rodan, and King Ghidorah fucking obliterate Fenway Park.
Don't forget about Mothra.
Yep. And they obliterate Fenway Park. Plus, you got System of a Down with Bear McCreary performing a Blue Oyster Cult song over the end credits. I can't say no.
I mean, you can.
You can, but you're dumb if you try to.
Exactly.
Now, the one thing I can say, one last thing that before we get into the next bit here, which I know somebody's like, you guys said that you were going to talk about wrestling. What the fuck?
Hey, listen, it's the Indy Force. If you're not used to us breaking topic, then
hold on. It actually goes back to wrestling. Who remembers the time Godzilla hits a drop kick?
God damn it! I do.
Speaking of people who can hit a drop kick, Matt Hardy.
Good attempt, Casey. I can't even. I'm not even gonna front.
He was recently rather candid with WrestlingInc.com's Ross Kelly about the differences between Vince McMahon and Tony Khan.
Ooh.
Now, I decided to pick this topic because of the fact I'm like, it's interesting. I want to get other people's perspectives on it at the end of the day. But it's mostly this that I have a issue, not really an issue, but more of a outstanding part of. What are the major differences between these two creators and where they take their stuff? So, Nikos, I know that you are the primary. We're going to call you just the Stan Lee of the podcast because you're constantly reading shit, and I hate that you're always doing it because of the fact that I'm like, I don't trust my reading scale. Plus, I'm retarded, so have fun.
I've actually.
Well, Casey, I believe, was assigned to this, wasn't he?
Yeah.
My pornography is great.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Stripperella.
Jesus Christ. Right,
and on that note,
let's go. Let's actually take this shit.
So, Matt Hardy has had several successful stints with WWE, but his last one did not end on a great note. He was used to get other talent.
They're calling the one after 2005 a successful stint. Are you high? What, other than an ECW championship, by that point the brand meant nothing, and a freaking U.S. title, which, okay, you got me there. What else? That's it.
Exactly.
Not to mention a failed feud with his freaking brother. Or the way WWE did the feud with his brother. Anyway, Casey, continue.
He was used to fumble fuck around in the ring, which I guess is a good enough way to be real about the words "get other talent over."
Oh, yeah.
During the last few months of his deal before leaving once his contract expired on March 1st. Hardy talked more about the issues he had at the end of his WWE run when he joined the Wrestling Inc. Daily podcast.
Yep.
Quote, with WWE in the last 9 months of my contract, there were talented people there offering me deals for good money.
Yep.
I was interested, but I was also very adamant that I wanted to speak to Vince. I wanted assurance that I was going to have creative freedom because I only have a few more years of doing this as an active performer, and I want to enjoy them. I want to be creatively fulfilled and have a say in what I'm doing. Sound fucking familiar, anyone?
Literally every single person that has left that effing company has said the same damn thing. Every one of them. Almost every single one of them. At least if you consider the 2005 to now period. Every single last one of them. Continue.
And look where that got them.
Yep.
Yep. Now they're a sinking ship.
Sinking. They're already at the bottom of the fucking Mariana Trench. They just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue quote. I don't want to be the champion, as I want to help other guys. I want to help young guys move up and grow. I want to be a key player and really contribute to the product.
Right.
But it is very important that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I don't want to be there to just get a paycheck and be told what to do. End of quote.
You want to know the funny thing about that as well? They did the same thing with Jericho that they did with Matt. They did the same thing with the Dudley Boys that they did with Matt. In that, they buried them so bad. Like, their idea was to get pins on them, to get wins on them every single time.
Of course.
Which didn't work. Like, I remember the only time that they got it somewhat right in recent times was probably the early start of the Dudley Boys, when they had them feud right away with the New Day when they were the tag team champions, which was good. That said, there was a huge problem where after that they literally, you could tell they had no plans for them after that, and except for them to take L after L after L after L. For fuck's sake, they lost to the makeshift team of Jake Hager and Mark Henry. Remember Royal Rumble 2015 and the disaster of that event? Yeah, that was on the pre-show. They were pre-showed. The Dudley Boys. Pre-showed.
You know, the most famous tag team of all time, one of the greatest tag teams in history.
Dude,
and they were pre-showed on account of what again?
Vince McMahon being Vince McMahon going, well, you guys decided
the new guys. It's almost like you forgot how to build up stars. How does AEW know how to do it when you got Jericho doing the best work he's ever done in his entire career while literally elevating everybody in their effing mother, Pineapple Pete, a.k.a. Suge D included, and Matt Hardy doing the same thing. He just had a banger main event with Sammy Guevara on Dynamite. And then you compare it to his WWE stint, they just had him in squash matches. They have both of them in squash matches.
Which
They're
is
doing the
not
same
how
thing
you
with
build-
Jeff Hardy?
Which is
No!
not how you build anything. Rule number one, and you know what, let's put it down. Rule number one. This is rule number one.
Right.
If you have a veteran show up to your show, no, you do not hand them everything in the world.
No.
You ask them, what would you like to do while you're here? If they go, I want to run at a title that I've never obtained before, you go, can we work it into a storyline where you'll eventually be beaten for that title?
Yes. Yep.
Is there a way that we can do this and have somebody go over in such a way where you still are on top and they're still on top?
Yep.
And nobody takes the hit and nobody looks like a little bitch because of it. Those are the important bits, and those are what people are going to come to see every single week.
Yeah,
the
right.
person that sits there and goes, no, that's not what people want. Are you fucking high? It's not about the legends coming in and listen, I'll say this because this is my point of view. It's not any of theirs. This is my point of view. I do not want to see another Undertaker match. I've seen them all. I've seen every single legendary battle that the man has had. He's old enough now where it doesn't matter if you're going to make it a cinematic or whatever nonsense match. He's too fucking old to still compete.
Which by the way, apparently there was a thing talked about on the Undertaker documentary on the network where he has to now. Apparently he's Ric Flair in the way of he blows his money. And I'm like, that's sad and everything, and I normally wouldn't recommend doing this because it's just a bad habit. But just do what you do with Ric fucking Flair, for God's sake.
You use
just employ him under a Legends deal, have him appear every once in a blue moon, and pay him a salary.
No, because you know why? Because we don't want to do that, because giving the guy that's made us the most fucking money in history, the biggest draw in wrestling history, no denying that factor.
Yep.
I don't care if you go, well, Hulk Hogan, definitely. Here's the difference. Hogan had his times of ups and downs and could never really deal with it.
Undertaker was consistent for the most part, except for recent times. That's the only difference. And that's because he's old.
To that age. He's gotten to that age where it's like, dude, you just need to stop. Nobody wants to see you do this forever.
Here's another thing, and I guarantee
whether that dumb wrestling fan thinks it, no, they don't want to see you do this forever because you're not the same guy from 20 years ago.
Here's the deal, right? He did a cameo with Dr. Disrespect recently, and I guarantee you he made a lot of money doing that. I guarantee it. There's no way that Dr. Disrespect did not pay him. I guarantee you if Undertaker really wanted to make up the difference, he could have just done cameos. He could have just done interviews.
I didn't know
he could have done any of that stuff with his name on it, with Mark Calloway, with The Undertaker's name on it. It's instantly going to sell in that setting anyway. In wrestling, not so much now. But the Dr. Disrespect thing should have shown him, you know what? Maybe there's an avenue for me to go down this road instead of putting my body on the line until I'm 70 years old.
Just do merch runs. You do a merch run. Your final run is a merch run.
Oh, yeah.
For a shirt that's limited and expensive. The most
expensive
piece of merch is the last shirt that Undertaker will ever have on the WWE banner.
Here's what I will grant, because I respect this man for everything he's given to the business. This man is a man that deserves a proper retirement. Although he's blown it with Roman, which probably would have been the best retirement, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think there's no better way than to have not only him go out, but Kane go out and have one last match at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah. Have
Hollywood, by the way, at Hollywood.
Well,
WrestleMania in Hollywood. It makes sense. It makes sense for
have
that
them
to
end the feud. It's time for them to end the feud now.
Technically, hasn't Glenn Jacobs already left the company? Because
he's a part-timer. He's
a semi-part-timer. If you have Taker and if you have Kane in that match, and here's another thing I recommend as well. Not that he needs to retire, because he's actually gotten in tremendous shape in recent times. He actually could probably go a few more part-time matches if he wanted to. But I say the best middleman for this match, for the final blow-off, have your special guest referee be Big Show. He would be the man that knows both of them in both kayfabe and real life.
He's worked with them both more than anybody else.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, James, you and I have talked about this extensively over the years that we've been on YouTube.
Right.
Undertaker's last match should have 100% been with should have been him and Triple H with Michaels as a special guest referee.
Yeah,
the end of the era.
I firmly agree. It was either that or his what was supposed to be retirement with Roman. Those were the two best times to hang up the boots.
Or end it with Brock.
Or end it with Brock.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I literally can no longer go.
That was the three. That was the three that should have been done. It was either Roman, Brock.
And I know a lot of people are going to sit there and say, well, the Boneyard match wasn't super bad. It wasn't a terrible match, but here's the problem. It wasn't a wrestling match.
Dude, I was an idiot child when I called them out for doing end of an era. I literally straight up said, back on our old podcast, Mike, end of an era, my ass. And while I was an idiot child for not understanding the full business even back then, I still stand by that statement.
Oh, it wasn't the end of an era.
It wasn't the end of an era.
Triple H will be able to compete as long as he has to. Right. And I'll say that because he's Hunter and he has more money than
he's got ridiculous cardio. It's ridiculous. So yeah, anyway, I think we got off topic again and I want to actually get back on topic. Yeah. So you know what? From a man who should retire because he's been wrestling for way too long to a man that's life was just taken way too soon. The Dark Side of the Ring documentary with Owen Hart. Oh my God, this was so hard to watch. This may have been worse than the Benoit one, to be honest.
I realized it opened. This season opened and ended on a really mournful, heavy topics.
Right. Here's the difference with the Benoit tragedy. I'm sorry to cut you off, Nikos, but it has to be said.
That's fine.
With the Benoit tragedy, there were signs that something was going to happen. We just didn't know what was going to happen.
No one could have.
With Owen, he just fell from the sky. The Blue Blazer fell from the sky and dead. And it's holy fuck! It was so quick.
And we talked about Chad Gaspar in the opening of the show. he's very similar in that way, because apparently, and in the documentary it says his last selfless act was to save the referee. He screamed at him to get out of the way before he falled to his death and smashed his head on the turnbuckle.
And to this day, there is no footage of that. Like, WWE.
I'm
will
glad.
never
I'm
release
actually
footage of
glad there isn't. I'm so glad there isn't. Honest to God. And you know what? I think a lot. You know what? I actually gave Martha Hart shit for this initially. But you know what? I agree with her. I'm in her camp. That the WWE Hall of Fame is fucking
complete
trash.
bias. It's
company
fucking biased.
It's trash.
Yeah.
And not only is it biased, it's just trash that they're trying to induct him to make money off him, even though they died in his hands because of their negligence, which it was straight up negligence. You cannot tell me that after they show Kevin Dunn straight up telling Jim Ross, he's dead. We're live in 5. Like nothing happened. You cannot tell me that
instead of postponing the show and saying, listen, we're gonna have to cancel the show tonight. Like, Owen Hart's dead. We are not going to continue with the show. We will give everybody a mass refund for what happened.
It would have been the smart decision.
No, but we're talking about Vince and Kennedy McMahon and him giving up money. We're asking him to give up money.
It's shit like this. It's shit like this that gives the Attitude Era a bad fucking name, honestly. And it gives the wrestling business as a whole a bad name. Because of fucking shitheads like Vince McMahon and Kevin fucking Dunn. Which, by the way, after this documentary aired, the gratuitous amounts of hate. There were 2 things that were trending during that day the Vice documentary came out. And ironically enough, so the H3H3 content new came out, and then that Vice documentary came out. Kevin Dunn and Keemstar were both trending in the U.S. The gratuitous amount of hate Kevin Dunn's way was sublime. Every freaking criticism was just cause for that. Was just cause. I could not fucking believe just it's the apathy. Like he didn't give a shit. That a man fell to his death.
I understand at the end of the day, no matter what was going to happen, there was no way to stop what happened to Owen. It was going to happen. There's no way to go back in time and fix what was going to happen with that situation.
Except if you do what they did with Sting, which was your, company rival, which is, put 3 hooks on him instead of 1. Which, by the way, was a hook from a fishing boat. Gee, no wonder he fucking crashed and died. You kidding me?
Owen was, and still is, to this day, one of the most talented athletes of his time period.
Yep.
Who had one of the greatest storylines, feuding with his brother into one of the greatest wrestling matches in history. I do not care if you are not a Owen Hart fan.
I'm a
huge His match with Brett is one of the greatest fucking one-on-ones ever put to camera.
It's incredible.
Yep.
And that's match.
I was gonna say that's WrestleMania 10, isn't it? The opening
that's
opening
JR's
match.
favorite match, as Nico's pointed out as well. Yeah.
The opening match of WrestleMania 10.
Yep.
It's the opener. It should have been the fucking ender for how good it was.
It may be the greatest opener. It may be JR's favorite match, but my personal favorite is that damn steel cage match. Oh my god, you want to talk about a classic.
Well, it's fantastic. We're not denying that match is not great. But what we are saying is Brett and Owen, no matter what match it was, no matter what stipulation, no matter what was in place, they are still to this day 2 of the greatest workers to ever come into the squared circle.
Never lace up the para boots, dude.
Exactly.
Brett
has always had the greatest work.
WWE and just not giving a shit about the goddamn Hart family, by the way.
You know,
that seems to be the theme for this episode.
Fucking money. The family that's made them the most money. Name. Let me ask you. You know what, James? Fuck it. I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to do a shit
I would
ton of
say The
editing.
Rock. I would actually say The Rock.
I don't.
The Samoan family in general, actually.
Let me put it like this.
But it definitely is close.
Let me put it like this, if you don't mind.
Go.
Is Brett's commercial for the classic era not the greatest and most heartfelt commercial ever done?
Yeah.
And if nobody knows what I'm talking about, I have no problem at this moment screen sharing to show it.
What is it? A video?
Yes.
Is it from WWE?
I'm just going to show the commercial, and I'm going to make sure that it's
Is it from WWE?
Yeah.
No. Do not show it, because we will get claimed like a motherfucker, and we will get taken. We will get the video taken down. I know how they work. They've done it with Hammers. They've done it with Travis. They've done it with so many others that I've known in the past.
Here's the difference.
No, there is no difference. We're not risking it, Mike. I'm putting my foot down. Just no.
You don't have to show the video. You could just hear the audio.
Yeah. No, don't even do the audio. They claim that shit too now. It's so
they?
dumb.
They're claiming
do.
everything?
Dude, it's DCMA abuse as fuck.
How the fuck did
proud of this community we are.
Yeah.
How the fuck did the OSW guys get that in there then?
They went to them and got permission.
And we sure as hell are not asking permission.
No, fuck them.
We'll link it in the description somewhere.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
can see
Link
it.
it in the description. That's
It's
fine.
33 seconds long. It is one of the greatest commercials ever to get your baby face over. And Brett is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the greatest baby faces in wrestling history, bar none.
Yep.
He
100%.
Fantastic. He's been fantastic in the ring.
Owen was his perfect foil. Owen honestly was his perfect foil as a tag team partner and as a rival and a brother. And
Well,
it's just
that whole family's fantastic. I mean, look at you have Jim the Anvil,
and
you have
the stupidest thing.
Owen and Brett.
We need to put this out, because I don't even think the Vice documentary pointed this out. They literally gave him the Blue Blazer gimmick as a punishment because his brother decided to say, you know what, fuck you for screwing me in Montreal.
I'm leaving.
Do we need to remember that? And also, Owen wanted to leave with his brother initially.
Mm-hmm.
And then they locked his contract, froze his contract into place, and he was stuck with the shit gimmick.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? He made it work.
He made it work before he died.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I no wonder Martha doesn't want anything to do with the goddamn company.
Oh, dude,
I wouldn't either. I'm glad.
Let me
what?
put it like
I'm
this.
firmly glad he's not in the WWE.
Let me put it like this, and I'm going to put this in a perspective that is understandable, at least from people that are watching this podcast.
Right.
And just may not 100% get it from perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we were to slap a gimmick on James, right?
Yep.
Every podcast, this is how he has to act because this is James's personality for this podcast.
Yeah.
And let's say we were going to do something like some crazy ass fucking stunt that isn't necessity, but may help.
Right.
And James was to die because of it. Should we really continue the podcast after he's gone, or make something new out of it? That is my point. The fact that they fucking continued the show, that they stuck him with a gimmick that was going to kill his career.
I would want you guys to continue the show. I just don't know if you guys can do it. But
I know,
would
but
want
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's the difference. But I'm giving you permission. They're pretending like this is what Owen would have wanted. He never said that shit.
No. Owen, if Brett died if you switched it around, Owen was the one to leave and go all the way over to fucking WCW, become a megastar in WCW, and Brett was still here, and he was getting punished for Owen leaving.
Yeah.
If Brett did that stunt and died, do you really think that Brett would fucking want you to continue the show after he passed away?
Yep.
I don't think so.
It's shit like this that when I look,
Brett,
you know what? I look at this.
Bret Hart. If I was Brett, I would have walked in there and said, "You are fucking shutting this down right goddamn now."
Well, Brett wasn't there, so we couldn't say anything.
Exactly.
I wish British Bulldog went in there and said something, but I don't know if he went to WCW around that time too, because I know.
What year would
that would have been 99? So I think he was.
Fuck yeah, that's right. Just stupid.
In 1999. Let's see. 1999.
Anyway, it's that's beside the point, man. Owen Hart was a legend and just a tragedy of a life lost. Vice did a great job pointing the documentary out. Very good.
He would have been in WWF.
Yeah, so I wish they had.
Yeah, British Bulldog would have been in.
Maybe he did.
WWF.
They didn't listen to him, and so he walked. That may have been what happened. I don't know. It's been too long now to remember.
That family has had so much tragedy happen to them over the course of 20 years. It's insane.
Yeah, it might actually be second worst only to the Von Erich.
But the Von Erich dynasty was like
a tragedy.
Yeah,
Von Erich's was a fucking tragedy for the fact of how many just entire
just dropped off.
That entire lineage gone.
I think no, there is a few people. No, there is a Von Erich still around. I think.
Kevin and his sons are wrestling in Major League Wrestling.
No, I know, but what I'm trying to say is that entire lineage, like the amount of fucking crazy amounts of stuff,
right?
That the Von Erichs had,
just gone.
For fuck's sake,
gone.
All of it gone.
You're
it's
not
like
wrong.
Holy shit.
But anyway,
another time that would ever happen.
So, on the subject of Dark Side of the Ring, Brian Alvarez from the Wrestling Observer, he actually made this point. And you know what? I kind of
agree with him.
From as great as these are, and I don't think they should be canceled at all. In fact, opposite of that, they're so good that I say they're good at covering the worst of wrestling. They're so good at it that they should continue doing that.
You need to see the worst side of something to see the best side of something.
Right.
For all the tragedy and terror that's in wrestling, there's a lot of good that comes out of it as well.
Right, exactly. But Brian Alvarez's point was that out of all the times for Dark Side of the Ring Season 2 to come out, it was 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The year where probably people are the most depressed, the most anxious, losing their jobs, most of them probably always having mental breakdowns because they're wondering what's next. Am I going to get COVID? Am I going to fucking be homeless? Stressful time, and then this comes out, and if you're a wrestling fan, this is like, oh, great.
This is torture.
Honestly, I totally get it, because I'm guilty. I felt this feeling. I felt that feeling knee deep into the pandemic, and I watched the Benoit thing, and oh my god, it did not help. I actually, that was my last panic attack, was watching that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel stupid for doing it, because I'm like, why did I do this to myself?
But here's the whole thing with it. These Vice documentaries, in general, not just this one specifically, are so fucking fascinating of how much shit they're able to actually uncover. Shit that's like,
and even
that
if
was
it's shit
buried
that has been covered.
fucking 10 years ago. That was buried 20 years ago.
Yeah, even shit, and even if the shit was covered, they do such a good job covering the stuff that was already covered that you feel like you learned something new when watching it over again. So, they do tremendous. Vice is great with these documentaries. I hope they do it they said they're going to copy this format for every documentary that they do, because this documentary was such a smash hit. If you do that, definitely do boxing and definitely do MMA. I guarantee you'll find a shit ton of dark side stories for that.
Mm-hmm. Just over Mickey Rourke's career.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But, okay.
Speaking of that,
let's put it like this.
Predictions for Season 3 as well. We'll get to.
I nominate that they would have to cover on the death of Brian Pillman.
Yes. I don't know if they have already in Season 1, but I don't think
they
so.
have not.
Alright, yeah, so definitely do it. Definitely do it.
They talked about Dino Bravo. They talked about Gorgeous George.
We already said Jeff Hardy's tragedy. They gotta cover that. Just gotta cover that. Absolutely have to cover that.
Season 3 finale. the steroid scandal.
trial. Yep. 100%. Can we all agree that season 3's
I think
finale has
honestly,
to be
the
steroid
dark
trial?
side of the ring should just cover the McMahon family.
No. Okay. I have a way to do it. The first episode covers the McMahon family. The end of season 3 covers the steroid trial.
I would kind of have to disagree with that because there's probably enough dirt on Vincent McMahon alone. You could probably do a whole season just on the McMahon family.
Oh yeah, probably.
Except for Shane. No, Shane's good. Shane's actually good. He's a very, very nice guy, and he hasn't. He knew when not. He had enough balls to say when his pop was doing dumb shit. Nah. Don't get my freaking name dirty because you want me to cover for you. Like he's done with Stephanie, like he's done with Triple H, like he's done with literally every other member of his family.
You ever wonder if they would
do, by the way?
Do you think they would ever cover Herb Abrams?
Yes, they need to. Actually, I don't know. Didn't they cover Herb Abrams in season 3 this season?
I don't know if they have.
Or am I thinking of the other company?
Herb Abrams was a UWF.
Yeah, they covered that.
Okay, because I'm like, why do I feel like I haven't heard the story about that yet? Probably because I haven't watched it yet.
No, it's up there.
Yeah.
Herb Abrams was covered already. UWF was absolutely covered in season 3.
That fucking tragedy of a company.
Yeah.
Let's do WCW. Oh boy, before it existed.
Oh yeah, Jim Herd era.
Vince Russo.
Vince Russo in general, and Jim Herd
Russo
as well.
has enough.
Maybe WCW with both the Jim Herd and Vince Russo time periods.
Do you think
Maybe make that a 2-part. Maybe make the. You know what? I have an idea now. Season 1, part 1 and 2. Vince. WCW Jim Herd. WCW Jim Herd. WCW Vince Russo era. Then the McMahon family, and then the part 2 of that, I would have 2 parts to this, the steroid trial. So the McMahon family in one part, the steroid trial in another. That would be the best way to do it, I think.
I have a question. Did they ever cover the Von Erichs yet?
They did.
Yes, they did. Season
1.
Was that season 1? Fuck,
Yeah.
I haven't watched in a while then. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I actually watched that, and I watched the Montreal Screwjob as well on that season recently.
Yep, same. I've watched all episodes of
Dude,
Dark Side of the Ring.
it's incredible. Honestly, it's some of the best. It's some of the best documentary, visually anyway, and structure they've ever done. As far as the best, because of pure feeling, that's debatable, as we've discussed. But still, very fascinating stuff, and I hope they continue to do what they're doing. And Vice is doing good shit.
ECW next. Oh god,
Oh,
there's
they're
so
done.
much
You know
shit.
they're going
man.
to. You know they're going to. They already covered New Jack in this
They
season.
did.
So I
God,
guarantee you.
Who the fuck could they cover in ECW again?
Fuck,
I'm surprised nobody's mentioned Eddie yet.
Eddie?
No, Eddie was already covered.
the
Eddie was already
Benoit
covered
documentary.
somewhat in season 2 this season because
I don't think there really
Benoit-
is that much to really go off of.
Yeah, everybody knows what happened. The only revealing detail was that Eddie legitimately died and passed in Chava's arms. That's the only other detail we didn't know about. Otherwise, we heard it all before.
Yeah.
So, you know. But yeah, that pretty much ends that. So, going from that to a happy topic, it's prediction time! Yeah!
James, it's time for us to get the card up of AEW Double or Nothing, which if you haven't checked out the original, please do. It's very good.
And you know what? I actually have the card, and we're gonna screen share because Owen sent me our graph for the Indy Force. So first off, I will be entering NoDQ Indy DQ predictions as well to try to get that belt. So I'm coming for you. But the rest of us, we're going to predict ourselves for the Wrestling Rundown Championship. I can't even remember who the fuck is champion. Who's the champion again?
I think it's John. No.
That's Wrestling Rundown. I'm talking about Indy Force.
Oh, Indy Force.
Last I knew, it was.
Wasn't it you, Case? I swear it was you.
No, it was Mike.
I did hold the belt for a while, but it's either you or Mike.
I did win the belt. Yeah, because it's at my dad's house. Yep. So I'm the champ. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'm the champ. Screw it. If we'll just say I'm the champ and screw it. I don't know. We'll just start fresh. I don't even know. I think I'm the champ.
Honestly, we've revamped ourselves. We should probably go because we're back to like.
All right, you know what? Screw it.
You know what? Fuck it. Belt's vacant.
It's vacant. We're predicting for the belt now. There you go. That's that. Okay. So let's screen share. We're gonna screen share. I don't even need audio. Let's do this. Owen with an awesome graphic for Double or Nothing.
That looks pretty sick.
I gotta give him a lot of credit. He's gotten a lot better at the graphics department for these.
The dumb shit still doesn't know how to spell Michael though.
Oh god damn it, Owen!
What, seriously?
It's Noah. It's Noah, not Owen.
God damn it!
Yeah, he spelled
God damn it, Noah! You religious fucktard.
Wow.
Damn.
Listen. I can't back down from the. Listen.
No, I gotta censor that. That was on.
Wait, how did he spell my name? Because all I see is James Face over my name.
Mikenikos. He spelled it right.
For some reason, he got that right, but not Mike.
I'll talk to him.
It's so easy to fix.
I'll talk to him.
You fucking libtard! Ah! Listen, it's all in satire. Hey, listen, you can. I don't care what your religious fucking base is.
Okay, good.
See, I don't listen. I make fun of everybody equally. That's how this works over here. You can't just be like, you make fun of everybody.
Let's get on with this because this is a great graph and I'm ready to predict. Okay, so the buy-in. New tag team title number one contenders. Number one contendership match. Private Party versus the Best Friends.
Private Party's going over.
I think Best Friends. They've been on a freaking ridiculous hot streak as of late.
Probably, but I feel like Private Party needs the victory at this point. Best Friends have Orange Cassidy, and that's always going to be a victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still going with Best Friends because I'm sure that's the next title match. You don't have them win a no DQ street fight with Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian for no freaking reason in very convincing fashion.
No, that's fair, but my reason why I'm picking Private Party is just the simple fact that they are so athletically gifted that they deserve it.
And I get that,
plus they're usually like the big part of the show every single time I've seen them go on. So
yes, but you also got to remember that recently, Best Friends have beaten Havoc and Sabian. Then they beat the Lucha Express. Lucha Express. Fuck you, Owen. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you when you get back to Massachusetts for making me make that goddamn mistake. The Jurassic Express. Jesus Christ.
The Lucha Express.
I think they got 2 wins over them, right? Didn't they get 2 wins over them? I don't even remember.
Yeah, but to be fair, Jurassic Express doesn't usually win all of them.
I know Best Friends have gotten a lot of wins, so I expect that to be the same here. So I'm going with Best Friends. Casey, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Private Party. They desperately need the momentum.
Nikos, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Best Friends.
All right.
So we got half Best Friends.
There you go.
Yep, half split, half and half split. So
there you go.
Half split. You turn into Mike Tyson.
Hey, it's okay, brother. Hey, listen. Sometimes at night, I just look at the pigeons and I go, "That's a pigeon."
Okay.
I'm gonna kick it.
Sometimes at night, I wear my sunglasses and I just say, "Hey, can we all just have some nice, good, happy afternoons?"
Okay, so
that's pretty fucking gay, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty gay. Let's go to the next one. Sean Spears versus Dustin Rhodes. Oh, I'm looking forward to this match already.
Sean Spears.
Yeah, Sean Spears.
Totally, Sean Spears.
He fucking needs the momentum.
Yeah, Sean Spears, absolutely.
And after that awesome promo
my God, Sean Spears News Network is the best thing on AEW.
If he lost, that would be a travesty.
Oh, it's the best. New women's New women's championship match? Oh, AEW. Oh, it's the font. I thought he just misspelled it again. It's actually just the
idiot.
It's actually just the font. AEW Women's Championship match.
Wait. You skip one.
Yeah.
Penelope Ford versus Chris Statlander.
Oh, this must be the replacement because of poor Britt Baker's freaking injury. She actually got really hurt. I hope she recovers well. She actually got a wicked gnarly knee injury on Dynamite this week.
Wicked gnarly. I don't think that she wants to fucking... I don't think she wants her knee injury to be compared to a Tony Hawk move.
Well, we already talked
Well,
about
I mean,
Tony
there
Hawk,
is
so
Darby Allin
we'll
in
make it an
here,
exception.
so... There's Darby Allin in here, so there's...
That shit's wicked gnarly. Dude,
okay.
What's next? We're going to bring back fucking Wizard. That shit's pretty fucking Wizard, dude.
Okay, so Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida. I'm going to just say Nyla Rose retains because she needs to retain. She's still new to the scene as champ. You can't take the belt out for this soon. So, yeah, I'm saying she just retains.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus, I don't think Shida needs it at this point. I mean, you know what? I'm going to throw my fucking hat in the ring. I'm going to say Shida's going to probably win.
I can't see it.
The reason why it's no DQ, right?
It is no DQ, yeah.
Listen, I'm going against the grain for the simple fact of just so we win more titles.
Well, again, there's only two.
Yeah,
two
only
on the
two.
line, and I'm the only one outside competing for one of them. So
fuck.
Yeah, I tried. I tried, man. I tried.
I'll go against the grain. I'll go against the grain on this one. Yeah, I'll go with Shida for the simple fact.
Get back to Massachusetts, Owen. God damn it.
Get back to Massachusetts. No, you know what? Stay. That's where you belong now.
No, we need the belt. We need the belt.
We don't need his belt. His belt has false victories.
Dude, his belt is tainted. We need a new one.
His belt is too fucking tiny for us fat pricks.
So is the one that you have. What's your excuse there?
Easy.
We're
my
fat.
belt.
Casey
No, Mike. My belt costs money.
Yeah, so did Owens.
Bullshit.
I mean, it costs less, but it's still costing money. I think
except his head
cost him 5 cents. Mine costs $100.
Just because it looks like a penny doesn't mean it was.
Get on my level, you little bitch.
Jesus Christ.
I think Casey's had a couple of drinky poos at this point. I think it's time to put Grandpa back to bed.
God damn! What did Owen do to you?
He's starting to talk about slavery again, and I don't
what
think
did
we want to deal
Owen do
with
to you,
that.
my dude? What did Owen do?
Damn, Casey, I've been reading.
He made the back of his car smell like fucking bird.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's roll with that.
Plus, here's the difference. Here's where the value comes in. Casey's was autographed by AJ Styles.
Yeah, until it faded off.
Not that you can. Yeah, I was gonna say not that you can see it very well anymore.
But guess what? The memory is still there.
Fortune, fame, down in flares, down insane, but the memory remain. Okay, sorry, went into a single on there because Metallica. I like Metallica. All right.
What are you, fucking Casey?
Yes.
Well, first of all, he needs a condom before I let his dick anywhere near me.
Oh, pause.
Hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute.
Damn,
Wait a minute.
Fuck, I'm the instant transmission out of here.
You want to try that one again?
No. Casey.
You wanna roll by that one again, Case?
Casey. Why are you gay?
Casey. I have a question for you, young man.
Why are you gay?
No, James. No, James, you're gonna say it right. Why are you gay?
No. Why are you gay?
No, just Casey, look into the camera. None of these schmucks positioned everywhere else. Me in the camera, eye to eye contact. I want you to stare into my soul. I have a question for you. Young man, do you have to feel sass? I said young man. Do you want to fist up your ass? I said young man.
I want to dick up your ass because I'm not willing to provide it.
Casey.
With or without a condom,
Casey,
by the way. I don't know.
I've known you for 2 years, 2 to almost 3 years now. Stop with the gay shit.
Dude, why are you gay?
You have been saying gay shit since the first day I met you, and I swear to God, one of these days is my
That
cat
may have
stuck
been
his
no,
pants.
honestly, man, that might have been the gayest thing he said.
No. There's a
You know when Mike snorts, he's got something good.
Listen, by the way, for all the PC warriors, we don't hate gay people. It's okay to be gay, but I don't need to be.
Listen, you can be gay, just don't touch me.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Done.
That's
I don't
fair.
even need to explain
That's
any
fair.
further. Okay.
That's fair.
Nikos, wherever you are, if you can hear me in the instant transmission realm, you can come back now, I think. I think it's over. I don't know. He's probably back in Greece. So it's like, I felt violated.
Here we go, Case. I do good copy pasting.
Nikos, where are you, man?
I got mugged.
Oh, you think you're the only one that can use instant transmission?
No more instant.
I feel violated.
What happened?
I got mugged by the grooming gang.
The grooming gang.
Oh man. Oh, I love
God.
this fucking
Please,
show.
Casey, don't say that shit again. I don't want to instant transmission myself out of this realm.
You must have went to Brockton.
Where did you go?
You don't want to fucking know.
I mean, he probably went to Brockton if he got mugged.
No, apparently he got
if you wanted to
violated.
If you wanted to get mugged and violated, why save yourself? Why go to the trouble of going to Brockton? You just have to go three. You just have to go. I was gonna say, all you got to do is go 3 weeks down. 3 weeks. 3 blocks down the street.
Oh, but I'm the one that fucks English. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I'm the one that fucks up
Casey,
the English language. Though.
Casey, I mean this. I mean this.
You don't want to fucking know where I've been. I have seen
I think that's what the Vietnam veteran said
He's
when he goes.
pissed at you? Why is God pissed at you?
I gave you a nice planet and you fucked it up.
The horror.
Why?
The horror.
Are you gay?
Casey, I say this with every fiber of my being.
It's a lot of fiber.
After all said and done, man.
Fiber rising.
Lay off the goddamn schnapps.
Like, don't make me instant transmit myself to fucking Brockton or Randolph again.
Or wherever.
Listen. You go to Randolph so you don't have to get mugged in Brockton. It's true.
Right, let's just finish this stupid predictions. Okay. We're at the halfway point now.
Alright.
So.
Did anyone get their votes in for the AEW Women's Championship one?
Yeah, I already did.
Nyla Rose. We all said Nyla Rose. MJF versus Jungle Boy. MJF.
Ooh, this is going to be a good match.
MJF.
MJF.
I can't go against my boy, MJF.
MJF.
Now, look, normally I would never side or predict against Jurassic Express, but this one time, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's not the dinosaur, so who gives a fuck?
Hey, Jack Perry is a good talent in his own right.
He is, but guess what? If it's not the dinosaur, who gives a fuck?
Speaking of the dinosaur, aka Luchasaurus, he is in the casino ladder match for the AEW World Title shot, along with Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Rey Fenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, and a mystery competitor.
So, really quick, my brain, my dyslexia kicked in as soon as I was trying to read Casino Ladder. And because of the lettering, because of my position where I'm sitting, I thought it said COVID ladder match, and I got really concerned.
First one to get the briefcase gets
Goes to
COVID.
China.
First one to get the briefcase gets COVID-19. No
First one
doubt
to get
about
the
it.
briefcase goes to China.
Fucking hell.
First one to enter the ring gets sneezed upon.
The one that gives the briefcase gets to cough on everybody that loses.
Well, in that case, Darby Allin's definitely winning because he's already half dead.
So am I, but that's neither here nor there.
Can we get an extra point on who the mystery competitor will be?
Yeah, there is. It's right there.
It's Rey Mysterio.
That's why I said Noah, just give us the same rules that you did for Indy DQ.
It's Rey Mysterio.
Ooh, no. He's still in WWE. Actually, still.
Don't worry about it.
He's still under contract until October, so it's.
So it has to be So it has to be people that can actually be. In AEW.
Well, you know what? Actually, you know what?
We're gonna have
to do an impromptu article search.
Do we have a possible list of maybes? Because that would be very helpful instead of just trying to go, oh, who the fuck could it possibly be? That's not how you spell mystery.
Yep. I'm gonna look that up now.
Fuck it up.
For fuck's sake, I can't type for shit.
Maybe it's because evolution is a mystery, James.
Okay. Okay.
Pockets full of history.
I got one.
So.
Yesterday, tomorrow.
Hold on. Wait. Okay. Okay. All right. So here are the mystery people. I doubt it's Dustin because he's now already in a match.
Yeah.
Drew Gulak. Chris Hero.
Fuck no.
God, I hope not.
I hope not either.
Alan Angels. I hope to God, actually, I would love to see Alan Angels in there.
Keep going.
I really like Alan Angels as a wrestler. Matt Cordero.
Zach
Cardona.
Cardona.
Very, aka
Matt
Zach
Corona. Corona 19.
Could be.
So Matt Corona. Corona 19.
Jeff Cobb. This might be the likely option, to be honest.
I was just gonna predict he was gonna be in it.
Ooh,
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis.
Be very interesting,
Magnus?
but not fucking likely.
But can they get Magnus? That's the whole thing. Isn't he
Alexander Miro, yes, I can totally see him going in here.
Probably going to be Jeff Cobb. I mean, isn't he a part of the Inner Circle?
Ooh, Shug D, Sugar Doctrine, aka Pineapple Pete, maybe.
That is not how I expected him to look in my head at all.
Yeah, I know.
That is not where my brain went for Pineapple Pete.
Brian Cage. Ooh,
that could be interesting.
He's a free agent, actually.
I thought he was still in TNA.
Sting, I doubt it.
Sting's
too high caliber to just be in a goddamn
ladder match. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be happening.
By the way, I'm not going to include the article in the description because I don't think I need to since I showed it, but it has been written by Jamie Greer of Last Word on ProWrestling.com. So there you go.
Ta-da, there you go. If you want to read it, then you can read it. If you don't, go fuck yourself. That's fine.
So do we think it's going to be Dustin?
No, because he already has
a match. He's already got a match.
All right, so Drew Gulak's in here.
Probably not now.
Yeah, no, Drew's released, so he could show up.
He could, but here's the question: where is he from, primarily? When it comes to before, the company.
Washington, I believe. Washington D.C., I think.
Yeah, what I'm trying to figure out is who's the most possible subject that looks like
he can do it. He can do it. I think he can fly.
I think it's going to be Jeff Cobb because it makes the most.
I say Jeff Cobb as well.
Definitely not Chris Hero though, because remember we're working primary and secondary, so we want to know who's in and who's out. Alan Angels, I think Alan Angels could be a person that they'll actually let be a part of AEW.
I haven't seen enough of his.
Watch his match with Kenny Omega in Atlanta. It was actually really good.
That's probably enough reason then for him to show up in.
Yeah, that's right. He had a fucking great match with Kenny.
No, I mean in general, the fact that he went up against Kenny Omega means that he'll probably be on the show tonight, or be on the show.
Matt Cordona, aka Zack Ryder. I feel like that's a possibility. Definitely
that's a possibility, but the problem is
it's a slim possibility. Jeff Cobb, definitely a possibility.
Definitely. Alexander Miro, yes, I think that's a definite possibility as well.
Miro Manalo? Oh, fuck me, that's not even funny.
Shug D, yes, I feel like could be. Could be. Brian Cage, yes. Yeah, definitely can be as well. And Sting, okay.
No.
So out of the definites...
Question, let's take a look at the people that are in this match in general, because ladder matches have to have a very specific set of individuals that can be in them.
Right.
Make them very entertaining and interesting.
Right.
So let's take a look at that, because that's important. That's the big important bit, trust me.
With everybody else?
Yes.
Yeah, James, let's take a
So
look at the
Drew
card.
Gulak.
All right. Well,
Probably not.
you're gonna have to bear with me because we gotta at least figure out which 5 are going in here. In fact, let me pull up a Word document real quick.
Yes.
So we know that are in. We know the people that are going to be in are Drew Gulak. That's definitely a huge possibility since he literally got released, like not even recently.
Yep.
Chris Hero, we know that's not happening.
No.
Alan Angels, he's in.
He's not worth the time to sign, at least from my perspective.
Yeah.
Matt Cordona, yes, absolutely, could be a possibility. Jeff Cobb, absolutely
Definitely
could be
a possibility.
Isn't he already in the inner circle?
He
Technically
was
speaking,
a hired hitman for John Moxley.
Myro, absolutely.
All
Myro's
great.
going in there. Shug D, Shug Doctrine definitely could be in here. Just because it's Pineapple Pete, I wouldn't doubt it at this point.
The guy's name
And Brian Cage. Brian Cage, that's our last one. All right, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's
You
our.
can't do Sting, because what would be the point of bringing Sting into a fucking ladder match?
Yeah.
So you know what? We're gonna have
100% yet.
We're gonna have a side-by-side comparison. So, okay. So we know our these are the mystery people.
Yeah.
These are the regular people. So it's Darby Allin, Cole Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Ray Phoenix.
These are probably, at least according to that website, the most likely possibilities for who this mystery person could be. You got to remember, it could literally be anybody.
So we're just gonna make a rough guess if we don't get this. I mean, who gives a shit?
We narrowed it down to 7 people. So I think we'll be able to pick out of these 7 are more than likely going to be showing up. So.
Now
So you get 1 point. You get 1 point for the mystery person, I assume, even though it doesn't say on here. You get 1 point for the secondary pick, and you get 2 points for the primary pick. So who is everybody's primary pick? Is it going to be the mystery person? Is anybody picking the mystery person first off?
Yeah. Person.
So you're picking the mystery person as your primary?
Yes.
Who is the mystery person going to be in that case?
Probably Pineapple Pete.
So Shug Doctrine, okay.
It would make the most sense. He needs a good push after what Jericho has been,
doing for him. That's totally reasonable. Okay.
Yeah. He needs a push. Will help
now,
him in the long run, not hurt him.
Now, is anybody else going to pick the mystery person as their primary? Because I'm not going to pick them as my
will.
I will. You know what? Fuck it. I will also pick the mystery person as my primary.
Don't be a bitch. Do it.
Okay.
It's only between the 4 of us for this anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And James, you could switch your answers on the other podcast anyway.
Right.
You could take what we have and what works. You can go, oh, okay, then this makes the most sense. Actually, let's go with that. Indy Force helps each other.
I feel like Darby is going to be my primary, so I'm probably going to stick with Darby. Honestly,
that's fair.
So
who's going to be your secondary?
Well, Casey, did you say yours?
Yeah, Casey, what's your secondary pick?
Secondary pick is going to be.
Actually, you know what? This is gonna confuse Noah, and I know he'll fuck this up if we don't do this right. We're gonna go in order. We have to go in order.
All right.
Okay, I will start first. My primary pick is Darby Allin. Mm-hmm. My secondary pick is going to be the mystery competitor.
And who is your pick for the mystery competitor?
My pick for the mystery competitor is going to be, honestly, going to be Jeff Cobb. I'm going to go with Jeff Cobb.
Smart choice.
Smart choice.
Okay. X, you're up.
Okay. So I'm going to be picking the mystery person for my end. It's going to be Pineapple
for the primary.
For my primary.
Yep.
And my secondary, I'm going to say... The Scorpio doesn't need it. Kip doesn't need it. Kazarian definitely doesn't need it. Luchasaurus doesn't really make sense to go after.
No, not when he's in a faction. My recommendation is probably Darby.
You know what? I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go with Ray Phoenix.
Okay.
Fuck you! That was my secondary pick, you scumbag.
Casey, we can have the say it's okay.
Yeah, you guys can have
Hey,
the
my
same.
dude,
Doesn't
it's
have to be-
okay. It's okay.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Teddy
I'm
bear.
sorry. I had to bring. I had to bring that back. I'm sorry.
I know.
Dude,
I
you're
love
either
it.
tired or you really had too much schnapps or a combination of both. Holy shit.
I'm very tired. I've
No,
been up
no,
since.
that's
I've
like
been
the
up since.
funniest thing Casey's ever fucking thrown at me. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm
like I don't know how to. I don't know how do I. Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Nikos, you're up.
All right. So my primary choice is going to be the mystery person, and the mystery person is going to be Jeff Cobb, and my secondary choice is gonna have to be Scorpio Sky on account of that promo he cuts, where I feel like he needs like a second chance.
Yeah, you know
to
what?
win the
That's
title.
fair. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. I get that. All right, Case, you're the last. What you got? So we already know who your secondary pick is.
Yep.
Ray Phoenix.
And my primary pick is the mystery person. I'm actually gonna go completely off the top of my head for this. Fuck those other 7 guys.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna say they're about to bring in Flip Gordon.
Who?
Ring of Honor's Flip Gordon.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, go for it, Case.
It's not like that. You know what? It's not like they haven't done free agent signings before. I mean, look at Jeff Cobb.
Exactly.
Already the original Double or Nothing.
And Flip Gordon could really shake up the landscape of AEW.
AEW, sure. Yeah, sure.
Honestly, I feel like him versus Jon Moxley, or Brody Lee for that matter, would be an incredible fucking match.
It would be. Okay, Stadium Stampede. Matt Hardy and the Elite versus the Inner Circle. So this is their way of getting around the blood and guts thing. They're just, instead of being in an enclosed two ring size steel cage, it's now in an entire empty stadium, which is the first of its kind, I believe. We've had empty arenas, but this is the first time we're actually having an empty arena, and I would love this match, by the way, to be a part of the AEW video game. By the way, if you don't know what that is, you should totally check out our AEW video game podcast. It's down below in the description, because I can't figure out the I fucking thing yet, so go check that out. Anyway.
First of all, it's called Cards, you dumb fuck.
Cards. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. So, who we got for the Stadium Stampede? The Elite or the Inner Circle?
Okay.
I'm gonna say
we don't need to predict the whole match, by the way, because we're running low on time. We don't need to predict how it ends. I want to point that out.
No, I know. I'm trying to make like a calculated choice here. Hardy just got in. He's having his feud right now with Jericho.
I'll be honest. I think Inner Circle should win because you know they're going to do blood and guts at some point.
Probably. Honestly, I'm gonna say it would make more sense of the Inner Circle.
Yeah, same.
I agree, and especially considering that what we just heard Matt Hardy talk about on the podcast for the internet article that I was reading earlier. Matt Hardy is in a position in his career right now. He does not
need the victory.
He does not need this win.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, yeah, that's 2 of us so far with that choice of the Inner Circle. 3.
3 of us. 3 of us.
Nikos, are we making a 4 for 4?
I'll let fate decide.
The coin, the most powerful weapon.
Heads will be Inner Circle. Tails will be the Elite.
Okay. Oh, wait. Don't do it again. I'm going to show you do the coin flip. That would actually make sense. Okay, yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
The Elite.
All right, so you got the Elite off a coin.
He let fate choose for him, but if we know anything, what do we say to the Sisters of Fate?
Go fuck yourself.
They suck. No, I'm kidding. AEW TNT Championship. We already decided this is going to be Lance Archer.
I'm actually going to change it up
coin-
and say Cody.
You said Lance Archer off a coin flip.
I did say Lance Archer off the coin flip. But for this right now, because of MJF specifically, I'm choosing Cody.
Oh, that changes everything, you know.
We did the coin flip. We did talk about the coin flip. But if Cody gets the title...
Yeah, that would be great. That would be a great first program for the TNT title, wouldn't it?
Yes, him versus MJF for the goddamn belt. You can
And
make
not only that, could you
That's
imagine?
fair, actually.
You know what else I just realized? If this fails on Archer, think about what this could mean, because that faction that I pitched could be actually happening. It would just be Archer instead of Hangman Page,
which would also work.
Which means it, yeah. Oh. Dude, imagine Wardlow and Lance Archer as the fucking brainbusters of the goddamn group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
good.
Man.
That's why I said I'm going to change my fucking position on this, because I have to. I literally cannot choose anything else but...
Yeah.
It's Cody versus MJF. You want to see that match again, because it was already fucking good twice already.
Yeah, you're right.
I was kicking the balls.
Damn, yeah. Okay. Fuck it. I gotta go with Cody now. Damn, we're going against a coin flip.
But you know what? It's not a stupid choice. It makes the most sense.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sticking with Cody. I gotta go with Cody now.
Like, you have to do it. I understand Lance is their new guy, but Cody needs to do it for the fact of what happened.
Yeah, the MJF program needs to have its proper conclusion with Cody.
Exactly.
Either Cody getting a dub. I think Cody should get the dub so that way MJF can go straight up to the AEW heavyweight belt picture. And then, yeah, because that would probably work, actually.
Unless they're doing the smart thing of having them start small, and then
or they could do the Warrior Hogan method.
Oh, title
belts
versus
on the
title?
line, yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Oh man, either way, there's so many ways you can go about that feud. Yeah, it's got to be Cody.
Because remember, Cody
there's so much more you can do.
Remember,
with
Cody cannot go after the fucking. He cannot go after that title.
Yeah,
go after the World Heavyweight Championship because he lost.
I firmly agree with you, Cody all the way. Casey, what you got? Cody, Archer.
You know what? Fuck it. I gotta flip a coin here.
See?
Okay.
It's in the hands of fate.
Okay, I was gonna say, Case, are you sure you want to do that? Because I'll give you the rundown on why I think you should go with Cody if you want to hear it.
No. Let him do his thing.
Let fate decide for him.
I'm just saying.
The reason I have
to. If lands are an Archer, what is gonna happen on Archer's side? You know, if he gets the belt.
Yeah.
Just let the choice be made.
Yeah, because good cases made for both sides.
Yes.
So
Archer wins. It's a very strong push at the beginning. Cody wins. He can have a whole program with MJF over that fucking title.
Exactly.
Yep, there's more investment on Cody's side than Archer's side. Though.
Yeah.
But let Casey do what he has to do.
Heads for Cody. Tails for Archer.
All right.
Cody it is.
Yeah, okay.
The hands of fate have chosen.
And then, Nikos, are you going with Cody as well? I don't think we asked.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with Cody as well. I feel
Yeah,
like it would make much sense.
Yeah, Lance Archer's. Much as I like Lance Archer, and I know there's going to be arguments made on his camp, there's way more story that you could do with Cody, especially with him in the MJF program. So it's got to be Cody. Main event time: AEW World Championship. Jon Moxley versus Brody Lee. It's Moxley retaining. I mean, this is the obvious one. Come on.
He has to. If he loses to Brody Lee, what's the point of him becoming champion?
He literally just got the belt a couple of months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what is the time limit of this match until
6 minutes? I think.
Yeah, title matches in AEW usually, especially World Heavyweight title matches that are main event, they usually go 60.
Yep.
Which makes sense because of the fact that it's the Bret Hart rule.
Yep.
It's the Bret Hart rule. 60 minutes.
Yep.
It's if you can last 60 minutes, then you're golden.
Yep.
Then if the 60-minute time limit goes up, the champion still retains. And it shows how fucking strong the champion is.
Yeah, 100%.
But for pay-per-view sense, I don't think they're going to go the whole time limit. And yeah, Moxley honestly needs the victory at this point to keep that title with the amount of prestige that it has, going from Jericho, who was the original holder of it, to him.
Yeah.
Totally it's a more natural flow.
Totally understandable. Well, speaking of Double or Nothing, that's going to be tonight because it's 12:01 by the time we're recording this now. I'm hoping to get this out by 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or actually, I probably have to do it sooner, right? Because of the buy-in. 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fuck it. And it will be premiering. I know it did shit last time I did it in midday, but this time I'll at least be able to monitor the chat because I don't have school anymore until, the next semester. So I'm happy about that. So definitely check that out. Definitely check out any of our other past podcasts. Be on the lookout for Indy Force highlights on Sunday and Monday. We will be posting a bunch of those as well. We did a great podcast, I think, today. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe down below, turn that post notification bell on. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section or in the live chat. Make sure you share with your family and friends on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Any social media site. Share it at Pinterest for all I care. Send it everywhere.
Indy Force on the Pindy Force.
The Pindy Force. Oh my god, we gotta do it now.
On
It's
Grindr.
too much of a meme.
Will definitely be on Grindr.
Grind fucking.
And Yelp.
Yelp.
We love Mexican.
The Indy Force on Yelp. And on that note, good night, everybody.
We love it when a plan comes together. Woo!